You are tuned in to episode 15 of the Goodfellas podcast. I'm your host, G5 Jeff TV. Got my right hand with me, my main man, VP Shane in the building. What's going on, good brother?
Good.
Everything straight. BoxingFirst Vlog will be in here momentarily. Big shout out to the general. It's relatively a light week in regards to boxing. But what we're gonna cover today is Anthony Joshua. I think he got his nuts out the lost and found, and got his nuts out the lost and found, and he's tired of losing. He's ready for war now, and
let's get into it. Go, in fact, continue.
and Gennady Golovkin, he's come out of a long hiatus, and he's going to be fighting Ryota Murata December 29th in Japan. And we're trying to get a gauge on if anyone is interested in that. But Shane, off top, your feelings. Hold on, before we even get into that, my man's in here. We got the general BoxingFirst Vlog in the building. Can I get a mic check 1 2 1 2 from you, sir?
Mic check. What's good?
Hey man, you sound clean, brother. You sound clean.
You sound like you need a shot of helium, bro. Your voice is deep today. What are you even drinking?
Bro, we smoking on these grapes and this broccoli over here, bro. You know what I mean? Catch up with you after a few blunts.
I feel you. For the people that don't know, that is BoxingFirst Vlog, aka the General, aka Blunt Bayless is in the building. What's going on, player?
Man, another day. Let's talk this boxing, man. Get this live lit.
Absolutely. So we basically talking about I don't know if you caught it, but I said Anthony Joshua found his nuts in the lost and found. And he's tired of losing. He's ready for war now. You know what I'm saying? And Triple G and Murata going down December 29th in Japan. Let me get in the comment section real quick, fellas. My guy Chris G is in the building. What's going on with you, player? He said, why did Triple G wait 50,000 years to make this fight with only 1 or 2 years left of his career at best? I thought he'd be fighting at least 2 to 3 times.
I mean, that fight was on the table for months. I mean, I heard that fight at the start of this year. He was supposed to be making that fight at the start of this year. I just don't know why he waited until the end of the year to make it. That's the part I don't understand. I heard this fight when Andrade fought Liam Williams, and look how long ago that fight was.
True, very true. We got Adrian in the building, man. Adrian, what's going on, player? Vlog, your initial thoughts when they mentioned Triple G and Murata.
I don't care. Dude, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Dude is like Keith Thurman to me right now, bro. He just a version of Keith Thurman, a guy who named just been in the game, but you ain't really done nothing. And I ain't gonna lie, that Deverenchenko ass whooping, I think it took a lot out of him, bro. That was major. That took a couple years off his boxing career, bro. That's maybe why he really slowed it down. Because if you notice, he ain't really been in there with that sort of stiff competition. And I don't know much about this dude he fighting, but you gotta go all the way over there to Japan to fight him. I don't think it's gonna be hard to find information about it. It's gonna take about 2 days to get that information about this cat, man. I mean, they all the way over there in Japan. I'm just clowning, bro. I'm
saying we got
over there in Japan.
I say we got L Dub, man.
But I'm like, in my personal opinion, I actually feel like this is a much more of a competitive fight than people think. Murata's coming off some real good wins. I know he's been out of the ring for a while, but Murata's coming off some real good wins. And Murata in a whole, I actually feel like, I mean, it's not a bad fight. It's just the fact that it took so long for me, because I know a lot of dudes aren't really interested in it, but Murata's a good fight. Murata's a real good fighter.
Yeah, I like Murata,
Well, I'll
man.
be the first to admit I'm one of them dudes that's not interested in this fight. This is not springboarding. I mean, it's just another name. Whoever wins is just another name to sell to the fans for a Canelo fight.
It's a
And both of these
unification.
dudes, for
It is a
what, bro? What
unification.
belt? That's
WBA and IBF.
for what? I mean, whatever. If
I
y'all
mean, I
on
mean,
it, you know what I'm saying?
Blunt. This is proof, though, that the middleweight division is so trash. Because how can you have a unification between two champions and it be so cold in the streets? Like that just shows that the
bro.
middleweight division is just so trash.
Bro, it's so cold, bro. I didn't even know it was a unification. I didn't even know he still had a belt. I mean, they letting Gary Russell hold on to that shit like he bought it. So you know what I'm saying? I guess I don't know. It is what it is, bro. Hopefully it gets over with, and then maybe it'll kick up some dust to really, you know what I'm saying, get something going with Andre, get something going with Charlo, if he's still around, or get something going with the smaller Charlo with Jamel, you know what I mean, if he moves up. So maybe, because it's taking that long that could possibly happen. That
I
big
mean,
Charlo, as he calls himself, not around, and then Jamel ends up sliding up to 160. So I mean, I don't know.
I more think because when the fight was first spoken about, I more think it's about the fact that Golovkin was trying to catch Murata at the right time. Because when the fight was first spoken about, Murata was on like coming off some real big wins, and Golovkin was coming off poor performances and inactivity. So it's kind of convenient now the fight's being made because now they've both been out of the ring for over a year. Whereas before, Murata fought Rob Brandt and knocked the dude out in the first round. He fought Ndam and knocked the dude out in the fourth round. So those were two wins where I was like, yeah, this dude is gonna cause Golovkin some serious problems. And then he obviously he was trying to make the fight, and then Golovkin spent like 12 months accepting a fight that was always a fight that he was gonna take. I mean, I can't see why he's taken so long to just make the fight. It's kind of crazy to me.
Yeah, Murata's a good fighter. Anybody that hasn't watched Murata fight, I would suggest you sit down and give him a watch. Solid fighter, man. Really solid fighter. I think it's not the fight that people want for Triple G. But I
I don't
can't
think
say it's a
people even want.
garbage fight.
I don't even think people want to see Triple G fight full stop. Unless he's fighting Charlo or Andre, I don't think they want to see this dude fight full stop because this dude has literally conned the public for so long. Literally conned the public for so long.
Yeah, Triple G is. I gotta agree with Blunt on this one. I like Triple G is on that Gary Russell type vibe to me. Like he ice cold in these streets. And Murata's ice cold in these streets by default. You know what I'm saying? So
There was a time in the world where, once upon a time, where speaking about Triple G was like calling the Candyman or something. Like literally, like he was literally.
I
one
remember
of the
that time. The
You remember,
boogeyman.
bro?
Yeah,
Literally, he was the
he was
boogeyman,
John Wick.
and
He was John Wick.
anybody had anything negative to say, you would have had a hundreds of thousands of comments. Just you don't know what you're talking about. This dude is the beast.
I
This
mean,
dude is the animal and all of that stuff, and everybody's ducking him. And now look at him. This dude's
man, he
falling
was the
off
first
so
Russian in
fast.
boxing history with a Latin background. You know what I mean? Like he had just ways to sell himself to the public. He had two markets that he could market, that European market and the Latin market, because of his training out there in Mexico. So it was a nice build up. He came out the gate steaming. And then that trilogy, duo fight he had with Canelo, I mean, that just things ain't been the same. Things ain't been the same. Maybe the robbery killed him psychologically. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about, because if you get robbed in that ring like that, especially if you really feel 1000% sure you want to fight, that could do some psychological damage to a fighter.
Who got robbed?
Canelo, Golovkin in the first
No.
Canelo fight.
Fair enough. I had him winning.
But even if you think about it, bro, I think it was the fact that he kept chasing Canelo. If you look at dudes, when they chase a dude for so long, bro, and they don't get the fight, they end up turning down a lot of fights in the process and their career just ends up going down the wayside. Like if you look at Kell Brook chased Amir Khan, even when he was a champion, he chased Amir Khan so much that his career just went down. Like he just ended up trying to do so much things to just get that Amir Khan fight. And sometimes, bro, you just got to stay in your own lane. And Golovkin, once he saw Canelo jump to the zone, I'm going to jump to the zone. Once he saw Canelo do it, like he just kept being reactive and acting so reactionary instead of just being his own champion and fighting his own lane and always trying to chase that Canelo fight.
Yeah. Adrian in the building said, "What's up, fellas?" Adrian, what's going on, player? Chris G, I remember seeing this fight was going to happen in December around May or June. I remember that as well. My girl Kiki is in the building. Big shout out to Kiki. Conrad Boxing in the building. That's my guy right there, man. Big shout out to Conrad Boxing. Chris G, I think it'll be a fun fight. I'll be pulling for Triple G. English guy in the building. What is going on, player? He said, big money in the Murata fight. That's the only reason he's doing it. That's a fact. Ricky Williams in the building. Peace to the guys and goddesses.
Maybe that's why they waited until December, because they know Murata is selling
that's
out
a big
stadium.
Yeah, that's a big
in December. They waiting
It's
for
smart.
COVID to calm down so they can sell out a stadium.
Smart business move. And you know they do it big around New Year's Eve and New Year's Day and all that out there. So that was around the same time Floyd fought that kid.
Oh that baby.
Ricky Williams, peace to the guys and goddesses. Peace to you, good brother. Andre Southgate in the building. What is going on, player? I'm gonna run through these. There's a lot. Conrad Boxing said Triple G is 39. Yes, he is. English guy, mad. Where has he been? I don't know. 160 is pretty lame right now. 160 the worst division in boxing, in my opinion. It's the worst division in boxing.
Well, let me say this: they the worst division with an outstanding champion. Because Jamal is an outstanding boxer. He's the pinnacle of what they got right now. I mean, they got some decent names, you know, the Andres and dudes like this, but I think the undercurrent of it isn't good. You know what I mean? We don't have enough of the Toriano Johnsons and them sort of cats. You know what I mean? That kind of fill it up a little bit.
I don't even think Charlo is fulfilling his role in the middleweight division. I don't think any champion is. I ain't gonna
argue with you with that, Shane. I'm just saying, if you look at it, they don't have like 3 or 4 outstanding champions that are just, you know, with excellent resumes and just super busy and things of that nature. It is a dull division. They kind of got one bright light. Maybe if these dudes are really sit down and sign a contract, we could have not a mega fight, but a super fight at middleweight here in 2022.
I get you.
I mean, obviously we got a setup for one coming up, but
I get you, bro.
I mean, I don't know, Japan, bro.
I get you, but this is the part that I feel like it's bad about the middleweight division. You don't have to be a mega star to make good fights. Or even not even a mega star. You don't have to be a great fighter to make great fights. Because I look at divisions where, like, let's look at 126, for example. You got Gary Russell. He's literally doing what he's doing, a massive hiatus or whatever. But then I look at someone like Kid Galahad and Navarrete. None of them are elite fighters. But just by being active, and their name is always it's always being pumped. Whereas you look at Golovkin, he's never fighting often enough. Andre's chasing but not getting fights, and Charlo is chasing and not getting fights. There's not enough consistency in that division. That's my problem. Like, we're about to get a unification, and nobody wants to see it.
For me, it's different because I analyze the middleweight division as not having the filling, and that's what I compare it to like 140. You look at 140, man, they deep. I mean, it's nice from 1 to 15. I mean, you can make some decent fights, pay-per-view-esque sort of fights, depending what the undercards would be. But it's nice, and I don't see that in the middleweight division. I took a look. I mean, a bunch of European cats that really are so far off the radar. You know what I mean? Even for me, and you know, I'll find them. Nothing jumped off the page to me. You understand what I'm saying?
Let's look at what's happening this week with the Zepeda fight. That's a good fight at 140. When is middleweight?
That's what I mean.
Yeah, no, I'm saying it to agree with you. I'm saying it to agree with you.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's the worst division in boxing because the top guys ain't even attempting to fight each other. That's why I think it's the worst division in boxing. But y'all are correct as well.
And that's the only thing right now that'll keep it afloat because the fillers aren't coming. The future isn't there for me. The Joey Spencers and them sort of dudes, they supposed to be in this position to be right knocking on the door, but I don't feel it from none of these prospects I've seen in the past year and a half at 160. So
I can respect that. Conrad Boxing, he's making some retirement money. Definitely agree with that. But interesting. He said, but interesting matchup. Nevertheless, it is an interesting matchup. It's a good matchup. Like, let's not get it twisted. It's a good matchup. It's ice cold. My guy Tree James is in the building. Big shout out to Big Tree. What's going on with you, player? Chris G, Jamal barely fights. Triple G barely fights. Andre barely fights. Pure inactivity at 160.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah, facts. Mr. 100 Rounds. Yeah, Mr. 100 Rounds is going on, players. And one love, workflow, just dropping a like. Stay safe, Kings. Respect, salute. Hey, man, we appreciate you, good brother. Conrad Boxing, agreed. Shane not interested in Triple G anymore.
Not enough people are.
Yeah, pretty much outside of his family members and nephews and stuff. I don't think anybody really checking for Triple G right now. Chris G, Murata hasn't fought in 2 years.
That's my point, bro. If he fought him after that Brant win, then it's a different story.
Hey,
but he's fighting him after a massive hiatus, bro.
I listen, and as much as I'm kind of clowning Triple G, I respect the man inside of the ring. When you taking the 2+ year layoff and the first punch you gotta feel is his,
it's a problem.
It's a problem. You know what I'm saying? It's a problem because you can't duplicate that in camp.
No chance.
I just told y'all that the Derevianchenko loss or win. I mean, I had Derevianchenko winning that fight, but he, it was a brutal fight. All in all, it was a freak. I think that took, like, it messed with his mental psyche. I'm just saying, bro, when you have fights like that, you don't bounce back too fast. That's why I'm worried about Zepeda this weekend too, bro. Because he might not be going up against a dude that could punch, but he going up against a dude that let his hands go. And
but Zepeda's more recent though.
Vargas.
Yeah, but he didn't look that good. He didn't look that good after that Baranchik joint, bro.
Hold on, didn't he fight my man Hank and lost and got robbed? Then my man Hank get robbed in that fight. Didn't he fight Zepeda? Yeah.
Hank is Hank on the other side too. Hank is on the other side. Yeah, so Hank, that was their cupcake fight. Yo, really, Hank, if you want to be honest. Hank didn't go his way.
Hank Lundy, that's my Philly guy. That's my Philly guy.
We know that's the boy from the city. Nothing but respect, but we just being honest.
He remind me.
And Hank was moving up for that fight as well.
He's moving up for that fight too. A vlog. Don't even remind you of a church deacon.
Man, bro, I can see him with some white socks and some polished down patent leathers on, sliding right up in the backside of the church house.
That's my guy. That's my guy.
Bro. No, you know what? Bro, I can just see that guy with a turtleneck on playing the tambourine, bro.
In the back, keeping the choir together.
Right. He in the back of the church, like, put the whole dollar in. Don't ask for change. Put the whole dollar
in. Y'all need to stop it.
Conrad Boxing, The Rose fight was already a bit poor. Yeah,
God, that was the
that was
traffic fight.
that was a trash fight. English guy Golovkin's best days are behind him now. I agree 100%. He also said none of the 160 guys are that special. Even Charlo. Yeah,
Quick question. This is a solid question because I don't know. I'm not that deep into the behind the scenes stuff. But being as though y'all mentioned this is over there in Japan, and it's title fights, unification. Is we talking major testing or is we talking voluntary shit? Like, what's going on? Because I know we in another country. I don't know how they play ball over there like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking
I
about.
don't think I don't think there's gonna be mandatory testing. I know that for a fact. Unless someone asks for it, it ain't gonna be ordered.
yeah.
Just saying. Just bought that up. So I wouldn't put no money on nothing. I ain't gonna lie.
I mean, anybody who puts money on that fight is a brave man.
Yeah,
Anybody who put money, because Golovkin is old and he's been inactive, and Murata's been inactive, and we don't know what Murata we're gonna get. We don't know what we're gonna get. So anybody who puts money on that fight, you're literally living in hope, living dangerously to me, bro.
That's a fact. My guy Tree James says, so are these champions babysitting belts? Shaking my head. They definitely babysitting. They definitely babysitting.
I mean,
belts,
bro, I wouldn't even say they babysitting them at this point. It's just a downright kidnapping. I mean, you just running amok across the world with these titles as if you ain't never gotta defend them. Like, I mean, everybody turning into Tyson Fury now. Like, come the fuck on, bro. Like, this is ridiculous, man.
Hey, I can't even say nothing about Tyson Fury. He actually got the title.
I mean, but again, it took many moons. It took many, and for this title defense, it was put off. So I'm just saying, bro, this has to come to an end at some point. These sanctioning bodies got to understand that they losing money with these titles not being defended.
Yeah,
somebody got to sit back. They got to go to the accountants. They got to get back in the books and be like, hold up, man, how long? A year and a half he's been over there running around flossing with the belt, boss hogging, but ain't. You know what I'm saying? You gotta just come to a conclusion that this is unproductive and it's a loss of money. We in the box of this shit is costly, bro. Trust me, this shit costly, and I'm only paying for streams and shit, man. And a pay-per-view every couple months.
Yeah, they're not getting no sanctioning fees, no nothing off that belt. Like, that's crazy.
No money off the events.
Gary Russell, for example.
Oh my God.
He might be paying them. He might be paying them to keep the belt.
At what point does a dude have to get stripped? Because that's what I want to know. At what point?
Was his last?
I'm gonna even say Charlo to a certain extent because you haven't had no pay-per-view level event to show. You know what I mean? Get the title some glamour. You understand what I'm talking about? Like, you want the title to be the title, so you, even as a sanctioning body, you kind of still want that. You're still part of the whole promotion package to sell your brand, sell your association. So I can even knock Jamal Charlo for not having that big stage and you just carrying around a belt. You fighting these dudes. I gotta kind
of disagree with that.
What?
Why you say that, bro?
Because we're all in agreement. The best pay-per-view from that last year was the Charlo one. Am I correct?
No, but I didn't
mean Mel. I didn't mean Mel. I meant Jamal at the middleweight. He's had a couple title defenses, but nothing of grandeur. Nothing that makes the other guys even want to take a peek. Like, oh, what y'all think the bag was? What can we? You know what I mean? Like, to even make them antsy. You see what I'm saying? So to do that,
it goes to what you said too, as far as it not being no fillers neither. So I agree with that.
You know, the problem is that you look at the glamour divisions of, and I'm gonna break it down. You look at the glamour divisions of boxing historically is heavyweight, middleweight, welterweight, lightweight. Heavyweight, you got the champions fighting each other, and you also have young dudes coming up and the dudes underneath that top level fighting each other. At welterweight, you got a lot of young dudes coming up who in maybe 2 years' time is going to be world champions, and you got good title fights for the champions. Ugas just won a title fight against Pacquiao, which was supposed to be Errol Spence, and Crawford's fighting Porter. You look at lightweight, you look less said about lightweight, the better, because we know what lightweight's producing is producing fights. Middleweight is just absolutely frozen.
Good word, frozen. They in quicksand over there. They in quicksand, bro. You can see all the belts being held up.
They're flogging another UK fighter to Andrade. Nobody wants to watch that, bro. Like, who wants to watch Andrade versus Quigley? Come on now, bro. We could have done better than that. Eddie, we could have done better than that.
I feel you. Chris G, I had Derevianchenko winning 114, 113. If I'm not mistaken, I think I had Golovkin winning by a point. If I'm not mistaken.
I think
Shane and I had the same scorecard.
Yeah, I had Golovkin winning by a point, but I will say this though. The round that Derevianchenko was looking for that knockdown and Golovkin was really hurt, that referee helped Golovkin big time.
Yeah, he helped him dearly. Yes, indeed.
Chris, and now I looked at your score, I think that's the way I had it too. I had him by one. It was close though.
Vlog, I think you did have it 114. I think you did have it for Derevianchenko. Keep it a bean. Chris G, Murata has 13 KOs and 16 wins. He has some pop for sure.
Oh yeah, that's a fact.
No, he get busy. He definitely get busy. Burt Wood is in the building. Big shout out to you, family. He said, "Why did George Foreman not fight Ali again? What's odd? Big George beat everyone Ali beat and lost to."
Can I explain?
I already answered that. Hold up. I already answered that, bro, because I told you a loss can psychologically offset somebody even as strong and powerful as George. So what's the way you could beat somebody that's so physically intimidating? Is you beat him mentally. He's admitted that over the years, that he had to take a step back, like, yo, he never saw himself losing. So when he lost, so that's that. We spoke on that earlier about how the game is very heavily mentally based, bro.
Yeah,
I mean, I literally agreeing with Blunt on everything he says. Like, what you got to understand is a lot of dudes, they don't ever see themselves losing. So when they lose, they can't bring them dealing with that defeat. They can't bring themselves to deal with that. It's like Prince Nassim. I always use the example of Prince Nassim because the dude was literally an amazing fighter. After one loss, the dude just gave up because he knew that wasn't him. He can't deal with losing because those dudes never ever thought they would lose. George Foreman, and I think Wilder's another one. Wilder had the same opinion. I'm anointed by God and one champion, one face, one name, speak it, believe it, receive it, all of that. And he believes so much in himself that he can never lose. That's why you're seeing the behavior that you see from these dudes. They're different. They're not mentally wired the same as other human beings.
I agree.
Trust me.
Yeah, I agree with both of y'all. Actually, great takes by both of y'all. Come on, Blunt, you slipping, baby. That was the alley-oop, baby. Come on now.
Oh, it's me, baby.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
Boy, I'm listen, the fire truck light over here.
Oh man, we got a new one in here. I know you ain't never been in here. Low Blow Champ. Big shout out to you, man. If you're not subscribed, man, please subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to BoxingFirst Vlog. And go to the website too, g5jeftv.com. He said, I had Canelo winning the first Triple G fight clear. Triple G wasn't even touching him. Wow. A Low Blow Champ. Hold on. Let me bring him in. Let me bring him in properly. Okay. So Low Blow Champ, I'm gonna read that again. I had Canelo winning the first Triple G fight clear. Triple G wasn't even touching him. Okay. So here's a little disclaimer what we do on G5 Jeff TV. Also on BoxingFirst.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Also on BoxingFirst Vlog, and also on when you talk to Shane. Whenever you bring up how you had a fight, we would love to see a scorecard, or just a score, how you had it, just to give us a better idea of how you score rounds and things like that. So if you could, off the top of your head, if you could give us a roundabout as far as your scorecard, that'd be great. He said Floyd always said one loss changes most fighters mental forever. Let me get in on
Not
that.
everybody. Not
Let me
everybody.
let me get in on that. So low blow champ, what Floyd was referencing was that he was putting that perception out there because his whole marketing campaign was perfection, undefeated. So he literally had everybody thinking like one loss is gonna change you for the worst, like forever. So that's why I always say, like, with Floyd is the biggest gift and curse in the sport. You know what I'm
Different.
saying? He's the
I,
biggest
I,
gift and curse in the sport.
I
It's
mean, the reason why I say that's not everybody is because it's all about when you decide to understand your human imperfections. Dudes who have heavy undefeated records, sometimes they haven't understood their imperfections, and it takes a loss for them to understand it. I give you an example. Bernard Hopkins and Roy Jones Jr. Bernard Hopkins understood his human imperfections from so early in his career, from obviously from his lack of amateur background and his pros. He understood it so early. So when he took a loss, it didn't even affect him. He just jumped back on the horse, keep working. Roy Jones Jr., on the other hand, amazing amateur background, went to the pros, everything was perfect. And he didn't understand his human imperfections until he took a loss. So jumping back on that horse meant that it was much harder for him. And if you look, his career plateaued and declined. That's the difference. Two different people with two different perspectives before a loss. See, Bernard Hopkins probably always knew that he was going to eventually lose in his career, but he just knew, I'm going to jump back on the horse, get back to working.
I got a good one.
Go ahead.
Broner.
Yeah.
Yeah, Broner's a good one because he tried to pattern his whole career after Floyd. Don't get me wrong, he was his own fighter inside the ring. He didn't fight like Floyd. You know what I'm saying? But he tried to pattern his career after Floyd. And after he took that loss, like, he was never the same. He was never the same. And it was worse for AB because he took a loss and an ass whooping, a sustained one. You know what I'm saying? So, but he found out a lot about himself as well. But low blow champ, that's a good comment. Kiki laughing said, I'm here listening and working. Kiki, what was the name of that drink? Not, it wasn't even a name. You said it was something with some Ciroc and some 7-Up or something.
The Rock 7-Up and I think it was apple juice or something. The Rock 7-Up and something.
Yeah, it was sounded like a nice combo. English guy, Foreman wanted it, but didn't seem like Ali wanted to give him a rematch. But who knows the truth?
Well, the truth is, I wasn't alive during that time, but I remember watching all the documentaries and watching Only in America. It was so hard for them to make the first fight because obviously the money that Don King put up for that fight to replicate that payday. I mean, those days, they both got 5 million apiece.
Back then, that's crazy.
Back then, bro.
Back then, that was crazy.
For a rematch, they're not going to take less. So. Right. And at that time, it was Zaire that put that money up. And we know what was going on with that country and how they got their money. So let's keep it real. Unless another country like what we're seeing with Saudi Arabia was willing to put up that money again, it would have been so hard for them to replicate and duplicate. Sorry, that's the word. Duplicate that whole entire scenario. It was literally just a perfect timing and the perfect scenario to happen at one perfect time. For them to do that again, there would have been too much mistakes and mishaps.
Yeah, Conrad said, "Did you see the low blow combos by Hearn?" By the way, that's funny. English guy, how would Floyd know though? Well, actually, you know what? He's been around a bunch of guys that I mean, he's been around a bunch of guys with losses.
But he still wouldn't know. He still wouldn't know.
He would have an idea though.
But he's never lost.
Yeah, but if you're surrounded by so
You
many
know
fighters,
how he would know? Hold up. Let me chime in real quick. He would know because his uncle was a professional boxer and
That's
his
a
uncle
fact.
was his main trainer. So with his uncle being somebody that suffered a few losses in his career, I'm sure that's something he could get a real close, as close as you could possibly be without being a loser yourself, so to speak. And that's no disrespect to the boy uncle and shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's the closest, but I still feel like you gain a lot more. It's different from when you're personally experiencing it yourself, because then you learn about yourself.
Yeah, you know the thing that's crazy.
I think it would have devastated Floyd though. The Floyd we see today, this flamboyant, even the character of Pretty Boy, I think it would have devastated him.
Yeah,
we would never see Floyd again.
Yeah,
we would have never seen Floyd again. He marketed his whole self of a loss or lack of a loss, bro. If he lost, bro, it would be the biggest fall from grace we've ever seen in a human being.
Yeah, that'd have been real bad. You know what? Mentioning Roger Mayweather, you know, rest in peace. Man, you know what fight I just watched, fellas, and this is a flashback. I'm off topic a little bit. I just watched again Sweet Pea Whitaker and Roger Mayweather. That was one of my favorite fights, bro.
I know, because I remember when you were doing the tribute videos for both dudes.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite fights, man. That was Sweet Pea's, I think, 11th fight. That was Sweet Pea's 11th fight, and you got Roger Mayweather in front of you, the Black Mamba. That I don't know who his matchmaker was, but me personally, I wouldn't have signed up for that. Even though he won, I wouldn't have signed up for that. But Roger was so chinny back then because he was having trouble making weight. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was big for the weight class, but he was really
different eras, isn't it? So this is a different era.
Yeah,
I feel like Mayweather just, as you said, he's a gift and a curse, bro.
Yeah, he's definitely a gift and a curse. I guess no way Floyd would have took on a Roger Mayweather like in his 11th fight. Like, hell no. Conrad, low blow to get the guard down, the hook to the face. Yeah, that's the dirty man's combo right there. Burt Wood, Rolly versus Tank. I see drama in camp. Mayweather in Mayweather's camp. I don't know. To be honest with you, it's gonna get ugly December 5th. That's all I can really say. It's gonna get ugly. It's just a matter of when. Because Rolly's borderline goofy inside the ring, man. Like it's a difference between being awkward and it benefits you and just being awkward and it just looks weird. Like he's awkward and it just looks weird. Like, you know what I mean?
Now, if he's asking a question about weight and things like that, or just the circus of media, first of all, he got like a super duper OG trainer. Oh boy, that, you know, he kind of came up under his wing out there in B-more. So that connection, I think, could keep him square and balanced. And then with the media side, we know what the Mayweather promotion team does with that. So I don't think it'll get hectic when it comes to that. Just the main thing is him being disciplined and staying on the plan to make that 135. But to answer this question, because it seemed like that it was going to be a question, I think he got probably one of the best teams in the game for him to be the superstar that he is. Now, these other superstars, the Teofimos and these sort of guys, even not so much Devin Haney to a certain extent, but just, I wouldn't know, not Devin Haney, but even Garcia, because you popping up with this last minute hand injury, that's got a lot to do with your people's not making sure you right, you know what you're doing. So I think Tank, he's square biz, man. I wouldn't see no drama leading up to December 5th. That's my birthday, baby. So I'm definitely paying for that motherfucker. So don't do that to the fight already, Bert.
Yeah, Tank got one of the best teams in the business, and I'm talking like in the ring, cornerman. He got one of the best in the business. Yo, but listen, on a side note with Rolly, yo, like I've never seen anybody doing a weight cut at the press conference.
Yeah, though the nigga was wearing,
Yo,
the
he had a
nigga was wearing
whole
a chinchilla fur
yo.
coat.
It
He
be a
had a
little chilly by the beach, man. It be a little
hey,
But
chilly
he
by
hey,
the
had no
beach.
top
hey,
of the
it
head.
was 85
On top of
degrees,
the head.
vlog.
I'm
He
just
had a
saying, you by the beach.
vlog.
When you by that
Hey,
water, bro, it's a different wind, bro. I'm telling you.
hey,
I'm trying to help
vlog,
you. That's all I'm trying to do is help.
vlog,
You know, I'm from Cali, so you know what it is.
hey,
When
vlog.
did when did Tank say this nigga a clown?
Yeah, hey, vlog. He had on a shag carpet with sleeves and shit. Like I was like,
But
yo,
bro,
what's going
his
on?
whole
It looked
entire
like a slinky.
his whole entire attire didn't even make sense. The nigga's got a big fur coat on with sunglasses, but he had no t-shirt. So
That's why
you
I said he
expected
was. That's
three
why I said
different
he was
weathers,
cutting
bro.
weight. That's why I said he was cutting weight. He was
I
cutting
mean,
weight.
he
He
thick
probably
though.
lost.
He
He
thick.
lost.
Yeah, so
He lost a good.
yeah.
He lost probably 5 good ones for
Man,
real.
it would start early. I ain't mad at him. He
Absolutely.
was looking kind of stupid. I'm trying to help him
Yeah.
though.
Yeah. DM3, what's going on, brother? He said, "What's up, fam? I mentioned y'all in one of my videos trying to get you more viewers on. Hey man, we appreciate that. Actually send us the video. I'm gonna find it. It was it recent? Let me ask that. Was it recent? Ricky Williams, Big George said himself that Ali beat him down mentally with the skullduggery and aura of him. It happens. Yeah, I mean that's but you know what though? That's where the fight starts, man, mentally. That's where the fight starts. I mean,
That's gonna be a big part of the next half of this live when we talk about AJ, to be honest.
yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Um, hold on. I want to lose my spot. English guy Foreman also said he spoke to Ali about a rematch, but Ali had a load of demands to give him a rematch, and George wasn't going to agree with him. And I mean, as Ali should. I mean, yeah, like you won that fight. People ain't think you was gonna win that fight. Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and ask for whatever you need to ask for. You know what I'm saying? Low blow champ. I had Canelo 8-4. I can see why people had Triple G winning because he was pushing forward, but Canelo got the better of the exchanges. A draw at best for Triple G, swinging a few of those rounds. 8-4 is a very interesting scorecard. Was that fight officially a draw?
Yeah, the
It was
one where
officially a draw, right? Yeah,
that
it was
lady
officially a
gave
draw.
Golovkin 2 rounds.
Yeah. So low blow champ, we appreciate you actually giving out a scorecard because a lot of people don't. We ask people for scorecards and they usually don't give it. If you had 8-4, then I'm assuming you just specifically work it clean work. Just like highlight real shots. I mean, Canelo had the better highlight real
A
shots in the
question
first
I
fight,
would
but
ask you then: who did you have winning, Danny Garcia or Sean Porter?
that's a good question. Who did you have winning that fight? Danny Garcia or Sean Porter?
So
That'll
you
actually
said,
give us
yeah,
that'll give us
yeah.
a good insight on how you judge fights. Depending on that answer. Andre Southgate, he said Brown Bomber came back with results. What you talking about?
Different era though.
All
Different
right.
era.
Okay. Low blow champ.
You had a whole society. Let me just extend on that. At that time, yeah, the whole society in this country depended on what he was doing. You understand what I'm saying? The Jackie Robinsons and them sort of dudes. So that's a different thing from losing to being able to come back, regain your title, those sort of things. It was a different era. And if you wasn't fighting, you wasn't eating back then. So, you know what I mean? He had to get back in there regardless. So that's just, a little extension on that.
Yeah, that was before the Foreman grill too. So, he needed that change. You know what I mean? Low blow
No,
champ.
he talking about no, bro. He talking about the OG, the Brown Bomber with the Max Schmeling situation.
Oh, okay, I got you.
He talking about like fighters, like that was his first loss. That was devastating. It happened in front of the whole world, you know.
No, good point. Good point. Low blow champ.
But yeah, that's true though. The Foreman grill wasn't selling for George Foreman.
The Foreman grill went out. Low blow champ. Yeah, not every fighter, but the majority are never the same fighter after losing. Yes.
Nowadays.
Yeah. Scotty Gotti in the building said boxing back alive, baby. G5 and fresh off parole. Come on, Plant. Hey man, I know that's a great feeling, brother. English guy Foreman was a guy who beat most people before they got in the ring with intimidation, and Ali wasn't intimidated.
But you know what? I actually disagree with that statement. I disagree with that.
See, now that's the flip side of psychology. See how the psychology worked in George Foreman's favor along with his stature. So in the flip, you know what I mean? It didn't work for Ali because he was the guy that always played the mental game. So you can't, you know what I mean? It's like trying to outshark a car shark. It's gonna be hard to do. That's what he do. You see what I'm saying?
No,
so
I disagree with that statement.
Why you disagree with it?
Because I think, and I'm being dead serious, I think George Foreman's biggest win was Joe Frazier. I think Muhammad Ali was more intimidated about Foreman than Joe Frazier was. If Frazier was intimidated, he wouldn't have fought so stupid. Because the dude literally just paid George Foreman no respect. There was no intimidation by Joe Frazier. Frazier was not intimidated by George Foreman.
But you gotta pay attention to the comment though, Shane. He said he beat most people before they got into the ring. So they different.
Yeah, I know, but
different.
His biggest win. Look at his biggest win. His biggest win was Joe Frazier.
But that happens with all intimidating fighters. They run into that one person that ain't scared of them, and they in a dogfight. That's what happens. You know what I'm saying? That's what happens. That's throughout the history of boxing. Every boogeyman runs into that guy that don't give a damn about their status.
But he wasn't in a dogfight with Joe Frazier. He knocked him out.
I know that, but he wasn't intimidated. That's the topic. He wasn't intimidated.
No, Joe Frazier wasn't intimidated.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
No, but he's saying Ali wasn't intimidated. I'm like, well, neither was Joe Frazier.
Yeah, but that's just the start of the battle, though.
But Joe Frazier didn't have. First of all, Shane, what you not analyzing? Joe Frazier didn't have the size and the skill it took to beat George Foreman. Joe Frazier wasn't a mover. So you looking at it from him having a psychological edge coming into the fight. Well, I'm a fighter. And Philly dudes, we think different, bro. You understand what I'm talking about? We gonna bring the lunch pail and we gonna go to work.
I'm not saying it from a perspective of how the fight happened. I'm just saying it from a perspective of Joe Frazier wasn't intimidated. So the dude said George Foreman intimidated most of his opponents and Ali wasn't intimidated. But I'm like, well, Joe Frazier wasn't intimidated neither. That's all my point was.
No, I agree with that, but it's you can't be intimidated and then you have to add in the skill.
No, I know that.
Okay. All right, cool.
I'm not questioning the validity of the win. I'm just saying Joe Frazier wasn't intimidated.
No, he definitely wasn't.
Well, most Philly niggas ain't, bro. We stupid like that.
Yeah,
we fucking stupid like that.
Yeah, for sure. English guy, once the aura goes, it's going forever. Same thing happening with Kovalev after Ward. That's a fact. Same thing happened with Tyson. That's a fact as well. Low blow champ. Floyd understands the psychology of boxing very well. That's one of his biggest advantages. I agree with that. Floyd is a boxing genius. Yeah, inside that ring, he's royalty. Like he beats guys like how he systematically breaks guys down. And the thing is, he don't watch film. And he does that. So that's how impressive he is. Low blow champ, Birdo.
I think that's a lie, by the way, but go on.
You think what's a lie?
Many people say
that nigga watch film. That nigga had the first big screen. That nigga watch film, bro.
I think that's a lie.
Come on, bro.
I think that's a lie.
Yeah, bro.
I think
Nobody
he's-
trying to hear that.
Bro, you telling me he did not watch
Come
a
on,
Mosley
nigga.
fight, or he didn't watch a Pacquiao fight?
Bro,
I think he did Pacquiao. I think he did Pacquiao film work.
All right, well then he did film work. So he did film work.
But if you come into the biggest fight of your career, of course you're going to do film work. I'm talking about generally overall.
Again, but
you mean when he fought Sean Bay Mitchell, he did film work.
For Sean Bay Mitchell, for Robert the Ghost Guerrero, for a few of them dudes, I could see him not doing film work.
Exactly.
But there's a few other dudes he might have wanted to tune up a little bit on and
how much
catch a couple
film work
tendencies.
you think? How much film work you think he did?
I can name
how many
fighters.
fighters?
I can name
six fighters. All right, let me see if I agree with you. Go ahead, Shane.
I think he done film work for Zab. I have to be honest. I think he done film work.
Hell no. Hell
Bro,
no.
you don't think he done film work for Zab?
I can tell you what I can tell you. I can tell you exactly why I know he didn't do film work on Zab.
Go ahead.
Zab was a part of the Mayweather camp. He used to be in the Mayweather gym all the time. Floyd, exactly how Floyd broke down Zab, that's exactly how the fight went. He said, yo, Zab is a front runner. He's a 4-round fighter. After I start putting these body shots on him and put the pressure on him, he's gonna wilt. You ain't gotta watch film for that.
Watching him in camp is still doing film work because you're watching him.
No, he was just in the gym. He was in their gym.
But you still watched him though.
That's not film though. That's not film.
Bro, cool.
Oh man, yeah. We'll
make
be here all day on that one.
You're making it seem like he's doing no study on the opponent. He studied the opponent. He studied the opponent. He studied Zab Judah. There's no way you're telling me he didn't study Zab Judah. Because he had so much insight on the dude. He studied him, bro. He didn't just go in there. He had a set game plan for Zab that he doesn't normally fight with.
He said it before the fight. He said
exactly
what he's going to do before the fight.
That's because you studied him.
Bro, I don't study Zab, and I knew exactly what to do to beat Zab. I don't watch film. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, though. I want to hear the other ones. Go ahead.
I would, again, you're probably going to disagree with this. I think he done film work for Mosley.
Hell no.
Bro, look how we fought in the second half of that Mosley fight, bro. You can't, that was so un-Floyd-like. That was so un-Floyd-like.
Hot shots?
No, bro, he walked him down with a high guard.
He did that in the Zab fight.
Not like how we done in the Mosley fight, bro. He literally just walked down high guard, walked straight forward. He done film for that, bro. I think
he did that in the Zab. He did that in the Zab fight. He did it in the Ricky Hatton fight. He did it.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, because if you know anything about Mosley, he don't fight good going backwards. So you gotta kind of know them sort of tendencies ahead of time to be able to apply that during the match, bro. So again, I'm believing he studied a few more times than he wants to admit. He's watched a little bit of film. Yeah, a few more times than he wants to admit.
Hey Shane, I'm not saying that you're wrong, Vlog. I'm not saying that you're wrong. What I'm saying is, you notice tendencies. Vlog notice tendencies. I notice tendencies, and I know I talk about the lab coat all the time, but I don't watch film on these dudes. Not recently. Before I actually go watch an actual fight. You know what? I think because of Shane Mosley's age, I would say no. Zab, maybe. What's your next one? I'm assuming
Diego.
Pac, right?
No, obviously Pac. I was gonna say Corrales as well.
I would agree with Pac. Corrales, I would agree with that as well.
I think a fight
there you go. We won. We took him down, Shane. We took the guru down.
Jeff, run through these comments. You got like 27 comments. It says on my phone.
How many comments?
27 unread comments.
Okay, well, let me read them. Jay Banks in the building. What's going on, baby? English guy, that Berto interview was great. I haven't heard it.
I think he's talking about when Bert was talking about Floyd.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that was a good one. English guy didn't B-Hop lose his first fight.
That's my point.
Didn't do him any harm.
Because he was already aware of his human imperfections. So losing didn't mean nothing to him. It wasn't a surprise. When dudes think they're immortal.
Go ahead.
Finish, Shane.
Go ahead, Shane.
Shane.
I was gonna say when dudes think they're immortal, that's when losses hurt them more.
Yeah, I agree. Go ahead, vlog. Cook up.
All right, Shane, you threw me an alley-oop. You know who else lost their first fight?
Who?
Emmanuel
Cargi. Emmanuel Cargi.
15-year run, baby. 15-year run, baby. Alley-oop, baby. You set it up, baby. Pick and roll, baby. Pick and roll, coming down in the paint with it.
Yo, I knew he was gonna say that, bro. That's how much I know vlog.
I need that clip.
Gonna say that. I knew he was gonna say that. I will definitely send this one to you. Lennox Lewis loss has made him much better. No, he's another one that bounced back well from losses. I'll give you that. Low blow champ, B-Hop and Alien, though. That's a fact. Only the greats come back as good or better. That's a fact as well. Hold on, low blow champ. Let me add this too. That's usually true, but the matchup got to be right as well.
Facts.
We've seen Shane Mosley lose to Winky Wright twice. We've seen him lose to Vernon Forrest twice. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes a matchup.
We saw Roy Jones lose to Antonio Tarver.
Yeah. Sometimes it's the matchup too. Conrad boxing. Some people get broken by a loss. Others become stronger. That's a fact. Low blow champ Sergio Martinez improved a ton and started late. So
hey,
James Tony.
quick one on that nemesis thing. You know, B-Hop had a little Tuesday night fight nemesis. That boy Antoine Eccles, he was a problem for B-Hop in them couple fights they had, boy.
Yo, you know the thing that's funny? Like,
I mean, that's how far I go back, bro. I'm just saying.
No, I'm gonna tell you how far I go back. Actually, Antoine Eccles was supposed to be on the show, but he's actually going on a hiatus. Like we can't find him. But I literally was trying to line that up. I actually talked to him. And I was definitely trying to line that up, man, because I definitely wanted to talk to him about just his wars with B-Hop. I think that'll be I need to go I need to try to find him. That Tuesday night fights was popping. Like people that Antoine Eccles was, another fight. I know I'm off topic, y'all, but remember Antoine Eccles and Charles Brewer Sr.?
My dude, that shit was nasty.
Bro,
that shit was nasty.
You just showing your age right now.
I don't even care, yo. Bro.
But
Shane, have you ever seen that fight?
No.
Oh my goodness. We gotta send Shane to the lab, bro. We gotta send him to the lab.
Man. You don't use your YouTube for something more than following them females.
Charles Brewer versus Antoine Eccles, bro. That was, when I say that was one of the best firefights you're gonna see. I mean, like crazy. The referee was dead wrong for what he did, though, but that's a whole nother story. Shane, watch that fight. Watch that fight. You'll enjoy that one. Conrad boxing.
That's a Philly boy too. You know that's a Philly boy too.
That was my first fight I ever fought as a kid. That was the first fight my uncle ever took me to. Charles Brewer Sr., Blue Horizon. Conrad Boxing said, and some just don't seem to be affected like Loma. Loma had the right opponent too. Keep that in mind. But I don't think he was affected.
I disagree with that, but go on. I disagree with that. I heard him a lot.
Which one? What the comment?
I think Loma was affected.
By what loss?
How so?
You don't make excuses if you're not affected, bro. You just jump back on the horse. This guy made a
okay. What about being honest? What is that? If you just being honest about why certain results happen, is that still considered making excuses?
Bro, there is no excuse for taking 7 rounds off. Who the hell takes 7 rounds? The first 7 rounds of an undisputed
The man went and had shoulder surgery, bro. The man went and had shoulder surgery. We discussed that in the last live. That you're not going to overuse the damaged muscle.
A Blunt. He got 2 shoulders though. He ain't thrown either one.
But is he a right hand puncher?
Yeah, but he don't. He ain't
I mean, I'm gonna give
them,
you that one, but I'm talking. See, you want to get in there and defend the youngster? Let me. Don't come. Don't. I can't play 2 people at the same time in tennis.
A lot of greasy hands over there, man. A lot of fumbling going on over there. I think I won that one.
Bro, I'm gonna keep it real. The dude won 4 rounds after he lost the first 7. And the reason why he won 4 rounds because he actually tried. Why did you not show that same level? You had shoulder surgery. What? Did you not have shoulder surgery in those 4 rounds?
Check this comment.
He actually won 5. I gave Teofimo 7.5. It was 7.5 on my book.
Yeah, I had an 8.4, but 8.5, 7.4. Low blow champ. The losses made Loma better. He went on a tear after Salido, and I think he's going to go on another one.
Bro.
Hold on, low blow. Let's take in consideration the man age. I don't know how, and then you gotta wait for these mega fights. So I don't know how much of a tear you talking about he gonna go on.
Yo, he a young 46, yo.
God damn, shit. Fuck, nigga.
I'm just clowning.
Low blow. You need to hit the subscribe button, bro, because you're in the comment section. You hit the subscribe button.
Yeah,
otherwise we normally.
We don't do this here, but I'm gonna do it. Y'all don't be scared to hit that super chat too, man. You know what I'm talking about? Don't be scared.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with it. You know what I mean, a little bear money in the jar. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
about. For sure.
This is John. I wanted to see. John, did you put money on Hearn? Because I know you was talking about putting some serious money. Yeah. Oh no, he did, bro. Remember he had to accumulate $50, got in 5 stacks.
Yeah.
You must be pissed right now.
I know. Yeah, this is the guy that had the parlays popping. Shout out to John Manziel. We got good memory too, brother. Loma fought Salido in his 2nd career fight. That's so risky. Daredevil status. You know what, bro? Like that's is beyond Daredevil status. It's the fact that Bob Arum made it. Like I'm glad Salido did what he did.
They just did that though.
Yeah.
They just did that here recently. That boy Mikel Fox, the boy he fought. He, older Olympic fighter from his country or whatever, putting him on that fast track, so to speak. So yeah, it could turn against you. And Loma in that Salido fight was proof. Don't rush him too much.
Yeah,
fuck around and crash.
He's trash. He is trash.
Bro, we gotta get to this AJ stuff, but we gotta.
I mean, he's not trash, bro, but that wasn't the fight for him. That wasn't the fight for him. I don't think the old dude is trash, but he ain't no superstar. He ain't no title contender, because that was an eliminator. You know that, right?
Bro, he just was on.
Yes, bro, that was an eliminator. That was like dude 3rd fight.
Understood, but he was on my block a couple days ago picking the trash up, yo. Yes, on my block. Conrad, Loma got the right people around him. I think that is an important factor. He got a strong team too. English guy Loma never really lost that Salido fight though. He was fighting the ref too. He took about 50 nut punches. Yeah, I don't know if he had any nuts after that fight. Conrad, he for sure lost the TO fight though. Yeah, I had an 8-4. English guy said definitely. Boxing learner in the building. What's going on, good brother? But vlog had a 7.5. Fair enough. Boxing learner, Linares is better than Hearn. What y'all think about that? Linares better than Hearn?
Nah, man.
Hold on. Nah. Goddamn boxing learner, I appreciate you. This is why I said Devin Haney's performance, fight of the year candidate, or whatever you want to say, that was a better fight than what Shakur Stevenson did. I put the shit up on IG. Everybody named Mama was trapped in a moment. Oh, Shakur Stevenson, oh, he's the greatest thing that ever slid across the ice. Oh, Shakur Stevenson. I'm like, God damn, bro, if y'all really analyzing that Devin Haney performance, man, it was better competition that he did that against. Thank you, Boxing Learner. Appreciate you.
Linares got knocked out in one round, bro. I don't want to hear that.
Yeah, Boxing Learner, at the time that both guys fought, I think Hearn was fighting better than what Linares was fighting at the time he fought Haney. That overall career, we can debate that. We can debate that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We can debate that for sure. English guy. Hold on, we got a $5 super chat. Oh man, John Manziel with the $5 super chat, man. Appreciate
Bro, if
you,
I
brother.
was you, I wouldn't have put no money in there. Cause I know you're hurting right now. You the one 5 stacks.
Yeah, that was crazy, bro.
Now, if you want 5 stacks, you would have had to put a nice super chat. You would have to put a nice super chat.
Yeah. English guy, I gotta go. Buenas noches. Appreciate you, brother. Boxing.
Buenos nachos to you too, my dude.
You getting that clip too. Yo, he said Buenos nachos.
This nigga is so black. You sound like Fred Sanford just then when he said that.
Oh man.
That's so old nigga.
Yeah, man. John, man.
He's driving a red truck.
He said this is a good live stream. He said this is a good live stream. You guys are true, informative, unbiased. That is definitely us.
You would never see a biasness. Other than Emmanuel Tegu, you would never see
Emmanuel Tegu and Ike Biabucci.
Get
Oh man. Conrad, I'll give you another name, Sonny Liston after I leave.
Facts. Sonny was a beast. Most of them old timers, man. Most of them old timers, bounce back like they had never lost. So facts.
Burt Wood, Foreman versus Moore, best win.
Hell no.
Yo, listen.
Foreman was 999 years old when he fought him. This guy was weighing. He was weighing as heavy as Tyson Fury. This dude was hell no, bro. Hell no.
Yo, Foreman was so old in that joint. They was doing pad work, right? He was like, throw the jab. Foreman was like, where? Yo, Foreman was old as dirt that fight, yo.
Bro, he collected his pension and his paycheck at the same time, bro. Literally.
Yo, when you get a paycheck from a boxing match and they not taking out FICA or Social Security, you know you old.
Y'all disrespectful. That shit was a setup, though. That shit was a setup.
That was definitely a setup. Floyd, watch for at some point, maybe not as much as some people. He be knowing everything. Yeah, he's a genius as far as I'm concerned. Film, yeah, we need to talk about. I forget the fighter that said it, but they said the trainers watch his film and then makes the game plan for him. I do believe that. I think a lot of the trainers watch film.
Yeah, some fighters watch film as well, though. Some fighters definitely watch film.
Absolutely.
But after a certain point in Floyd's career, did he really have a trainer? Let's be honest.
No, he had a corner man. He had a corner man. Yeah, I agree with that 100%. Boxing learner, Floyd watched a lot of film as a kid. That's true.
I believe that.
Low Blow said they said he watched the Canelo Trout replay, and that's what made him decide to fight Canelo. I do remember that. And it was a fight that he watched with he actually watched the Victor Ortiz and Andre Berto fight, and that was the reason why he took that fight. Low Blow champ, Floyd be peeping these dudes low key. Floyd knew everything
you know why he has to be peeping these dudes? Because some of those trash fights, when he was promoting them, he was talking about the previous fights that he had, so he had to be watching it.
Fair enough. I'll give you that. Floyd knew everything about some of these fighters far before he signed to fight them. Burt Wood question: what is worse, a ass whooping or a knockout to come back from? Question. Wilder Fury third. What is that? Third 7.
Oh, 3rd to 7th. Through 3rd to 7th.
Three round 3 to 7 was hard to watch. Then came round 11. I all right. So I can answer that. What's worse for a fighter is the sustained ass whooping. That's
Facts.
worse for the fighter. You actually would you rather get the one hit a quitter because you can bounce back from that. The sustained ass whooping, you questioning your skills, your chin, your ability to fight, all of that. How you feel about that, Vlog?
That's right on point. I mean,
Okay.
and the sustained ass women is worse on the body.
Conrad
Absolutely.
just dropped $10 in as well. Shout out to Conrad.
Conrad, big shout out to Conrad, man. $10 super chat, man. All three of us gonna be able to get a little cheap beer with that one, for
Bro,
sure.
I don't drink beer, bro. So
Oh well, me and Blunt can split that. I know he's sipping beer, for sure.
Man, I can use a cold one.
Right? Andre Southgate, Brewer versus Eccles is a classic. Yeah, that was a hell of a classic. Yo, and the thing that was great about that was that a Tuesday night fights joint?
Yeah.
That might have been a Tuesday night fights joint. And the thing that was great about back then, Shane, is they used to interview the referees like right after the fight, like on a consistent basis.
that's what I've been asking for in boxing, bro.
Yeah, for
The
sure.
next fight I go to where I'm ringside, I'm gonna literally pay attention to where the judges go and where the ref goes, and I'm gonna try to follow them.
Okay. Conrad says, Shane, I meant being affected in the next fight. Oh, okay. Being affected in the next, it's still the sustained ass whooping. It's still the sustained ass whooping.
He's talking about after a loss.
Oh, after a loss? I don't know what you think, Shane.
And it comes down to the opponent.
Yeah, it still come down to matchmaking. Andre Southgate,
cupcakes uplift your spirit. don't a cupcake usually put a smile on your face? You know what I mean? They usually do. I mean, just saying. That's the way I would go after a loss.
Yo, that might be the comment of the night, yo. And that might be the comment of the night, man.
I'm just
but you're right though. You're right though. Andre Southgate, Wilder takes off 10 rounds and still knocks guys out. That's a fact. That's a fact. I don't think he'd be taking rounds off on purpose though. He'd just be losing rounds and shit. Low blow champ Loma was affected, but in a good way when it's all said and done. Conrad, of course, Loma was affected mentally, but he managed to lie to himself or whatever for him not to be affected. Brendan Jackson in the building. What is going on, player? He said Loma didn't look like he slowed his last fight. Had the perfect opponent in front of him. Nakatani was a walking punching bag, man, for sure.
Straight up and
man, zombie.
Yes,
that was bro. No defense.
Nah, not at all. Low blow champ, LOL all day. I've been subscribed for a minute now. Hey man, we appreciate you, brother. I lost on Hearn. We know you lost.
Slide over, Hearn. Hit me up, low blow. I'm trying to get to 1,000 by December 5th. I need everybody in the chat's help. I'm trying. It's a birthday present, man. Get me to 1,000, bro. Look out for the OG, man. I'll be working hard, man. I just dropped some new videos yesterday, man. So everybody slide over and check them out, man. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. BoxingFirst Vlog. Go on to that channel.
Facts. Said indeed, Brendan didn't look scared either. John said Shakur took his game to another level. I gotta respect it. He looked good. Yeah, he looked crazy with it. John with the $5 super chat. We appreciate you, brother. Brendan Jackson, Hearn, Linares is 50-50. Damn, who win that fight right now? Who wins that fight right now?
Oh.
Damn.
Linares.
He beats Hearn.
More time to recover.
I don't know.
Linares, because he would have had more time to recover from it once. He got off once. That might have been enough to keep his psyche right. Like, yeah, the power's still there. Just saying, I don't know. I'm spitballing.
I feel
well, you could be right.
You could be right though.
That is a pickle, boy. That is a pickle.
You could be right for sure.
Maybe Linares for the size advantage, but boy.
Yeah. Boxing learner, exactly. It was a better fight. My man Clarence McLean in the building. What's going on? Say what's up, my brothers. Now he had the comment from the last live when he said he got good feet for a lifeguard. That was hilarious. Brendan Jackson.
Oh, big salute for the follow on IG too, Clarence. Appreciate that, my dude.
Hey, Clarence, that's my guy. Go follow Clarence McLean on IG.
Yeah,
man.
I followed him back.
Future promoter, man. Future promoter, man. Rocking out of New York, man. That's my bro right there, man. Clarence McLean, underrated darkness. Big shout out to him as well. Brendan Jackson, Hearn did the same thing as Linares and didn't let his hands go as much. Hearn was an active champion when Shakur fought him, by the way, vlog.
That means nothing when we talk about the performance in the fight, bro. The performance he put in that fight was not the same level as the performance Linares put up against Haney. That's all I'm saying. What he had and came into the fight with is irrelevant. He could have came into the fight with his luggage. That don't got nothing to do with how he boxed.
Vlog, how many rounds did you give Linares?
One. Not even one.
I gave him one. I think I gave him one. And that was being nice because of that shot at the end of the round.
How many rounds
did you give Hearn? None.
I didn't give him none. I didn't give him
I didn't give him one round, bro.
So are we technically?
I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna put this out here because I want ESPN to know that how trash that app is. I literally really didn't get to see the whole fight, bro. The only fight I got to see the whole fight was that one dude that said he was adopted by Ali or whatever in them. So that was the only one that I seen the whole fight. But the Hearn fight, it just kept with the looping, man. So it was terrible.
Why he gotta be adopted, bro?
I'm just saying, I don't know who that dude is, man. Stop doing that, bro. You just stop doing that. I don't know who that dude is, bro.
Yo, this clip
is going up, terrible.
Bro. That clip going up, bro. The clip's going up. Yo, man, Conrad with the $10 super chat. We appreciate you,
10
brother,
euros,
man.
bro. 10 euros. That's even more.
Yeah, I appreciate that, brother. John Manziel, I tried to send the super chat last time, but I was on the subway. Big ups, man. Hey, man, we appreciate you, brother.
Tell me what the next bets you got lining up. I want to see.
Yeah, what bet you got lining up, brother? Burt Wood, Foreman took more belt. Yeah.
How much? Let me ask you guys a question. What round you guys see Babbage knocking out Molina?
What the fuck? Is that gonna be on FanDuel or something? Because I got three. I got 3 rounds.
I gotta ride with my man Vlog on this one. I like 3. I'm gonna say 4. I like 3. I'm gonna go with 3. I'm gonna ride with my man Vlog on this one.
Man, Molina like 57, bro. Molina is, I mean, like they need to stamp his senior citizen card ASAP, bro, and get this man away from the ring. That is, I mean, it's a good fight for his record, a good name for Babbitt's resume. Big size dude, but you know, I'm just saying, you can't keep putting hands on these senior citizens. Like, that's why I stay heavy. You don't be running around punching on me. Fuck that. I'm just saying, can't be out here hitting on old dudes like that.
Yo, he is hilarious, yo. Linares got knocked moving up to a division he did not belong to in his mid-30s. Come on, Shane, tell the full story. Boxing learner coming at your skillet.
The nigga still got knocked out in the first round. Did he move up to 160 and fight Golovkin? No. He fought within his weight class.
Yeah. John Hugh in the building. What's going on, John? Joshua may be tired of losing, but Usyk won't get tired of beating.
We'll get to that.
That's a fact. We can get to that.
Let's get to it. Let's go.
Let's get to it. John, my next parlay is Crawford by KO over Porter, White by KO over Fury,
What this guy?
Usyk by KO over Joshua Plant, Canelo over 10.5 rounds. How much is that bringing back?
That must be bringing back
My
100.
God,
That got to bring back about 15
man, you about to
racks.
get 100 grand off that one, homie.
Yeah, bro.
You nigga said White
you need it.
beating Fury by
Bro.
knockout.
No, hold up. He said Porter gonna get knocked out. Has Porter ever been stopped, bro? That's not happening, bro. That's not happening, bro. And I'm a fan of yours. I'm a big fan of yours.
He said Murata by decision over Triple G in the classic. Wow. John Hugh Floyd was. Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna say it's impossible. John Hugh, Floyd was too professional and precise to not watch potential opponents. He is the most calculating fighter I have ever seen and would leave no stone unturned. I mean, I think he might have did that for specific guys. I definitely agree with that. John said Chocolatito over Estrada. Yeah, I thought Chocolatito got robbed in that second fight. Burt Wilder Fury 3 ref should have stopped the fight in round 7. It was hard to watch. Hell, don't die for my thrill. Burt, I'm so sick in the head, man. I enjoyed every single second of that, bro. Like, a part of me ain't feel bad one bit, yo. When I see somebody get their ass whipped, I'm like, all right. Like, it don't bother me at all, man. Adrian Loma fought Gary Russell after the Salido loss. Yeah, that was gangster. That was gangster. People don't talk about that. That was gangster. You know what I'm saying? That was gangster. John, Triple G had a great career. Is this guy mad? Murata is the super WBA champ. He fought Brandt twice and in Dom in his heyday.
That's what I was saying.
Man, I ain't heard Hassan and Dom in a minute. Andre Southgate probably won't be able to stay for the AJ talk. I'm going to say this, though. Don't write him off. I believe the next fight with Usyk is a 50-50 fight. This time, AJ will be more hungrier. John. Go ahead, bro.
I was gonna say AJ might be AJ's plate is full of food, but he's also got no appetite. So that's the problem, bro.
Yeah, Lion ain't a killer after he done ate.
Literally.
Yeah. John said Andre and Charlo need to fight each other. Both clowns fight each other. I agree, man. They need to make that happen.
But that's Charlo's fault, though.
Let's
keep it all the way 100.
Ali false. I know the guy. Nico Ali false. He might be adopted, yo. I agree with Vlog, man. He might be adopted, yo. Boxing Learner. Andre versus Charlo is the fight. They supposed to make that about 10 years ago, bro. If Molina comes in motivated, he knocks out Babbage. Wow.
Conrad does not like Babbage.
He don't like Babbage. Why
bro, have you not? Bro, Conrad has consistently spoken negatively about Babbage. Conrad does not like Babbage.
Wow.
Can I ask Conrad a question? How motivated can a gatekeeper get, bro? Like, even if he did win, it's just going to be another check from somebody else that's supposed to beat his ass. So I don't see the motivation angle from it. You know what I'm talking about? So I can't see that, bro. I can't see that, bro.
I mean, I'm surprised Fabio Wardley isn't on this card because Fabio Wardley is normally on Dylan White undercards.
Yeah.
Then Fabio Wardley almost killed Molina.
Yeah, exactly.
That's my point, bro.
It Fabio Wardley.
Yeah. Wasn't that the first round too?
No, I think it was the second.
The second? Okay, I went far off. Let me see. But Molina probably gonna dive again. Round 3 to 5. I don't see him lasting up to 5. Brendan said, I say 3 too. Brendan said Linares performed just as good as Hearn did, laughing my ass off. Only difference is that Hearn didn't smash Shakur and have him hugging for dear life the last few rounds. I told you Devin Haney was real romantic after that.
Check this out, though, Brendan Jackson. At some point in time throughout a boxer's career, they got to figure out where they chin at. At some point in time. So to me, I got a lot of respect for him because he never went down, and he fought smart.
I respect that.
To tie up. So you understand what I'm saying? Like, he didn't tie up for 5 straight rounds because he would have got a point deducted. He boxed smart, tied up when he needed to. It was an outstanding, stellar boxing match, bro.
Devin Haney is messing with too much of them Instagram chicks, bro. That's the problem. He was winning the fight so comfortable that he just got complacent, and he got hit with a
and he tried to go toe to toe in the last 10 seconds, and he got caught, got clipped.
I just think he got caught with a good shot. I mean, if you actually break down what he was doing defensively, like, he did everything he was supposed to do. It's just Linares hit him with the perfect shot. He hit him with the perfect shot. You know what I mean? The next Archie Moore in the division, Molina. Oh man. Brendan Jackson, not to mention Shakur, actually stopped Hearn. That's a fact. How Triple G can con the public. Sergio Martinez, Cotto, and Felix Stern ducting.
Bro, he conned the public. He conned the public.
How was Jamal Charlo an outstanding champion? He's a clown. Who said
that's a little harsh there, John? That's a little harsh there, bro.
No, but
I said he's an outstanding champion because he can. Hold on, bro. Let me answer the man because he was asking me. I'm gonna say he's a good champion because he can actually fight, bro. We ain't talking personality and none of that. I don't know the dude. I don't hang out with him or none of that. I'm saying he's a good champion because if you look at, to me, at the scale at 160, he's the best boxer out of any of them dudes who name you can mention. He's better than Andre at this point in their careers. Andre the slip hasn't looked good in the past 2 fights.
That's opinion. That's opinion.
That's opinion. So you telling me Andre looked good in that last fight? He looked like a superior world champion?
You said he's better than Andre, and I'm saying that's based on your opinion. You can't say that with so much chest, bro.
Oh, bro, okay. Between the champions that I've seen that are fighting, he's the best at middleweight as a boxer and as a fighter. Okay.
In your opinion.
Well, you tell me what other champion is fighting at middleweight that look better than him? What other champion fighting at middleweight?
I like Andrade. I like Andrade.
So that last fight for Andrade was, he ran. He was gone. He can't do it. It's too much. That man, stop. Man, that man looked like, bro, that was a terrible fight, and you know it, Shane. That shit was terrible, and the numbers is bad.
Bro, let's keep it all the way 100. I don't know how much you know Liam Williams. Jeff will tell you this, bro. This nigga don't take a step back no matter who he fights. Jeff, tell this guy about Liam Williams. No matter what you hit this dude with, he's going to keep coming forward. And Andre dropped him. Let's keep it real, bro. Andre hurts most of the dudes he's in the ring with, and he wins most of the rounds he's in a fight. He might not look as appeasing on the eye, but the nigga's effective.
Yeah, I gave him max. Okay. I gave him max credit. I gave him max credit for the Liam Williams fight.
Bro, Liam Williams don't go backwards. He does not take a step back. Like, this dude he'll walk. He get hit by a train and still walk forward. That's how this dude fights.
Yeah, but I said that way before the fight.
Again, so what it sounds like to me is, from just based on what you're saying, that the credit needs to go to Liam Williams and nothing needs to go to DeAndre, because he did not look good. You're not defending me saying he didn't look good in that fight compared to what Charlo looked against Martel or Markel or whatever that dude name was.
But Liam Williams is better than that dude. And for two, Liam Williams got dropped in the second round, and other than one round, he literally got outboxed in every. I think Andre won 11 out of 12 rounds. I mean, I don't know what else you would want.
That shit is, man. I'm just saying that fight was garbage. I saw the fight. That's why I'm saying ain't nobody knocking down his door, bro. You're not bringing nothing to the table. Ain't nobody selling. You can't, man, bro. You couldn't sell that dude water at the. I mean, he'd be the type of dude buy water at the ocean, bro. Because he ain't that factor at middleweight, bro. He need to just pass that belt over, bro. He is not that factor.
Someone not being a seller doesn't mean they're not a good fighter. Your bro Sean Porter ain't a seller. He couldn't sell a ticket to his mom.
He's not a better fighter than Jamel Charlo. He is not a better boxer than Jamel Charlo at this point in his career.
That's your opinion. Yeah,
because I understand you. I understand you're speaking as a fan and being defensive, fanboy style, and that's cool. I'm not speaking as a fan. I'm speaking as a boxer.
I'm not a fanboy of nobody.
Man, you sound real fanboyish right there. Because it sounds like I hit a nerve when I said DA is not that guy at middleweight, bro. He's nowhere near being that guy.
Because you're basing it on stuff that makes no sense, bro. It's literally makes no sense. So
nobody
wins more rounds.
Hold on, Jeff. Let me ask the guru a question because he ain't said nothing. How did Andre look in that last fight, bro? Flat answer, good or bad?
Solid.
Okay.
Can I elaborate on that real quick?
Nope. I got it. You only got to explain it to me. To the people, you can. I ain't gonna say no, you can't. But no, I don't need it.
I think you beat a guy like that 10-2 basically with a knockdown. I can't say he fought bad. For a guy like that, he's one of them guys like and I'm sure you can relate to this. When you fight somebody like a Sean Porter, right? There's no way you're gonna look good against Sean Porter. Like Sean Porter's just one of those guys with one of those styles. It's just rough, rugged, ugly. He's just gonna come with his lunch pill and he's gonna come to work.
Send Stay Ready the link. He wants to jump in. And I want him jumping in because he's a massive Charlo fan. I want all the Charlo and Jardy work right now.
All
right, hold on. Let me go ahead. Y'all keep going. Let me
bro,
I'm being honest, bro. I'm not saying that the dude can't fight, bro, but we talking about where they at right now in their careers. Charlo is a better fighter. He's a better entertainer factor. So that means the bag is on his side. That means if they fought, it should nowhere be less than 75-25. Max.
Are you crazy, bro? Are you actually crazy, bro? What are you talking about in terms of who's gonna win the fight or in terms of purse splits?
Purse bids and who gonna win the fight. I only give him a 25% chance because he's walking upright. If he came in there in a wheelchair, he would lose.
Let me ask you a question. Who has better defense, Andrade or Charlo?
Andre defense is trash, bro. I'm gonna be honest, bro. That shit is not pretty, bro.
Okay. Bro, let me ask you a question. Who has better lateral
he's showing
movement,
defense.
Andrade or Charlo?
Who has who?
Who has better lateral movement, Andrade or Charlo?
Andre, but that's because he's not a fighter. Charlo's the fighter in the fight, so there's a difference.
Okay,
when your nature is the move to not get hit, then that's a different. Charlo's not moving to not get hit. He's gonna block that shit and fire back. We seen the counter punch of all counter punches happen to the homie from the city, and I ain't never seen Andre do nothing like that.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, bro. Have you ever name me a fight where you've seen Charlo walk down a southpaw as fleet of foot as Andre for you to give him 25% of a chance? Bro, he's never done it. He's never done it. His front foot game ain't quick like that to be walking down someone who's a southpaw and as fleet foot as Andre. And you think he's got a 25%.
Let me say this to you then. Like, I can respond to that. I can respond to that. You shouldn't be using your feet. They should be coming forward. You should be coming to take them belts.
Hold on. I got my guy. Hold on. I gotta get a proper.
Just saying.
My guy from Texas. Official family, my guy Stay Ready Boxing in the building. What is going on, brother? Take yourself off mute, baby.
You're on mute, bro.
Man, he frozen.
Stay ready.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now what's up, good brother?
Now the signal terrible. I'm walking on.
Talk to us,
Can
brother.
You hear me?
Yes, sir.
I know I'm gonna get killed right now, but I'll take all the smoke. Go ahead,
Stay ready.
All right, can you hear me now?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
we can hear you.
All right, yeah, my signal terrible, man. What's up with it, fam?
What's
Hey,
good, bro?
Just got
they
out the
done
gym
they
and
done
shit.
got
Tired in the
into
bitch.
bro. They done got into a Charlo and Andre talk, bro.
I know. I was listening. I was in the gym listening. I'm like, I can't take it no more. I got to come in and explain the
The,
difference.
the, the,
Go
the,
ahead.
the,
And
the,
Go
the
ahead.
truth is, I can't say
I'm not
nothing to
gonna.
stay ready right
I'm
now
not
because
gonna
he just
slander.
got Shakur right.
Hey, hold on. Hey,
Uh,
stay ready.
hey, you
Stay ready. Before you get
see, I
started, man. Can you please
got
tell
you.
Shakur that we gave him his flowers, man? Can you please tell him that's from us? We did give him his
I
flowers. So
will.
he
I
showed up and
will.
showed out, man. But go ahead, stay ready. Go ahead, bro.
Man, as soon as I see him, I will give him. I will
I
give him the
got you.
flowers, man. He ain't down here
Appreciate it.
right now. I know he's not,
Okay, okay,
but he'll be back.
okay.
But man, look, I gotta say this because I know a lot of people don't look at Juan Montiel like he was somebody. But Juan Montiel had 21 fights. No, 22 fights, 21 wins and 1 loss, 21 wins and 21 knockouts. And they wasn't against bums. I'm not saying Liam Williams fought bums. He didn't either. But Liam Williams ain't got the power that Montiel got. And for Charlo to go through them punches that he was taking and stood the test in that whole fight to pull that victory out, it tells me something. But the difference, I'm not going to say Andrade is better than Charlo skill-wise. The reason I'm going to say I don't know is because he haven't fought nobody that make me think anything different. If you look at the level of competition both of them facing, Charlo's competition is way above Demetrius Andrade, and Juan Montiel is probably the worst out of all the competition that he's fought. He just fought Sergey Deverenchenko, Matt Korobov, and let's not forget he fought Matt Korobov on a week's notice
After just watching his
when he was
brother
supposed
lose.
to.
After just watching his brother
Yeah,
lose, bro.
exactly. He also fought Brandon Adams, and I've interviewed Brandon Adams. I got a face-to-face interview and an interview on the platform. You know what I'm saying? I didn't talk to this man in person. I watched him win. What's the TV show? I can't even think of the TV show right now. Fuck. You know the boxing TV show, but he came through and won that. He did, man. Brandon Adams never been knocked out like that either. He's taken losses, but he's a tough ass opponent. And for him to come in and have a good fight like that, you know, and then on top of that, nobody was expecting him to fight Charlo. He was supposed to have been fighting Triple G. And I seen somebody in the chat talking about Triple G had Cotto. Cotto never ducked Triple G. Cotto was at 154, not 160. Triple G was trying to pull him up to 160. We're not gonna do that. I'm a
But
Cotto fan. I would defend the shit out of Miguel Cotto.
all right, cool. I'm a defend myself and let Blunt go after. So stay ready. At no stage have I thought that do I think Andrade is going to beat Charlo. I haven't said that. What I said was, for one, I said, and I quote, when he said that Andrade is gonna win, Charlo's gonna win, I said, you're basing that on your opinion. And I also said it's not a
Yeah, I heard that shit.
75-25 fight. In my opinion, I like Charlo is one of my favorite fighters at one. He's probably him and Andrade is a fight that is probably my top 5 that I want to see in boxing. I just feel like, and there's no question, Matt Korobov and Derevianchenko is levels upon levels higher than what Andrade's fought. But Liam Williams is a dude, as Jeff said, Andrade will never get the credit for that, but Liam Williams is a hard guy to look good against. Just like Sean Porter's a hard guy to look good
You
against.
100% right. I give you that.
You can't look good against those dudes because even if you knock them down, they're still coming forward. They got great engines and they got mad punch output. So you're literally going to be working all day long, and it looks like what you're giving isn't enough.
Liam Smith as well.
Liam Smith is another one. It's hard to look good against those dudes. So that's my point. But go ahead, Blunt.
As Jaime Munguia.
You have to have the style to look good against that dude. And when you can counterpunch the way Charlo can counterpunch and got bang, I don't think Andre has the same bang that Charlo has. So there's a difference right there when they fight. You telling me my opinion. I'm looking at skills and telling you why I see an edge. Then I'm looking at who's the bigger name, telling you why I see an edge in that. So what I'm saying is not based on no favoritism. It's based on me acknowledging two fighters I've recently seen fight and who I've been following for the past 5-6 years consistently since I've been in this game. Come on, bro. It's nowhere near a 50-50 fight. The purse ain't gonna be 50-50. It's A side, B side, and it's that simple.
I'm not arguing purse. Purse Charlo's a bigger draw. That's a fact. But bro, you're talking about skill set. I've named a few things already that does not make it a 75-25 fight, bro. I've named a few things already, bro, that does not make it a 75. You're saying that Andrade is going to have to come forward. Why? Have we not seen dudes fight off the back foot and win before? Of course we have. If he fought off the back foot against Charlo and Charlo has to come forward, automatically that's a harder fight than... That's automatically a harder fight. Automatically, it's not a 75-25. We're talking about Andrade like Andrade's Golovkin, like Andrade's Canelo. He doesn't walk forward and get fights. He fights off the back foot and uses athleticism. That's what he does.
If you think what he did against that dude was athleticism, you clearly don't get a concept of what athleticism is. That's slick. Yeah. Talk to me, my man.
If you think Andrade is going to come forward against Charlo, he loses that fight 10 times out of 10. He cannot, and I repeat, he cannot go forward and fight somebody that's an inside fighter like Charlo. He will lose. He's a slick fighter. He has to fight on the outside. He has to find his angles. If he doesn't find those angles, he's going to lose every time. Because like you said, Charlo is a counterpuncher, but the thing about Charlo is not only is he a counterpuncher, he takes shots to deliver shots, and he don't mind walking you down, fighting on the inside. That's what he want to do. So if you have somebody like Andre that's going to come forward, if you don't have enough power to push him back, and we've seen fighters with power like Montiel, like Serbian Derevchenko, like Matt Korobov, hell, like Hugo Centeno was a power puncher.
No, that's true.
And none of them could push him back.
No, that's a fact. You're saying
so everything that the man just said supports the edge in the fight going to Charlo almost all the way around, even canceling. So you saying the Andre can win boxing? Okay, when you look at
that argument, you can't use that argument to give Charlo the edge. I'm a Charlo fan. I'm a diehard Charlo fan, but I think the fight is actually 55-45, and the reason I say that is because Demetrius Andrade is slick, and I've seen him bounce and fight on the outside. He just got winded in the later round. If he fixes his gas tank and stay on the outside, he can easily win that fight because he's not getting hit.
Bro, look at what he done to Selecki. If you're telling me, and I know Selecki's not an elite fight, but if you're telling me he's not athletic enough to use movement and make it at least a 55-45 fight, then bro, you must think this dude's Mike Tyson or something. What do you think, Jeff? What do you think, Jeff?
I think it's more so of a 55-45 fight for this reason. I agree with a lot of what Stay Ready said. I actually agree with a lot of what all three of y'all said. I think this is the main thing, though. When you dealing with two high level guys that might possibly get into the ring, I'm looking at the level of competition that they've actually fought going into the fight, and that's my problem with Andre going into the fight. Like the fighting the Quigleys of the world and things like that. Like Charlo got way more out of that Derevianchenko fight than Andre got probably in his last 4 combined. So I think Charlo, the reason I would say Charlo has a higher percentage to win the fight is because he's been under them lights against higher competition. I
But
think it'll become.
75%.
No, I'm not saying 75. I would say it's like a 55-45 thing, because I think even with the movement and staying on the outside, Andre is going to have to come see Charlo at some point. He going to have to come
And
see
you
him at some
can't run
point.
forever.
He got to come see him at some
forever.
point. I don't think he can stay on the outside and win on the cards.
And answer me
Against
this:
Charlo.
Do we know anything about Andre's chin? We know what Charlo chin like.
You've seen him down before.
From who? From who?
Yeah.
No,
He got knocked
What
down.
mindset?
He got knocked down.
From against Kofi.
Cotton Doc would knock him down.
That don't count.
I'm gonna tell you this.
That don't count as a knockdown.
It's not his chin. You know, Andrade don't have good legs. Watch his fight,
bro. That's why I said he looked like garbage in the last fight, bro. That's one of my main reasons for all this movement that y'all said he got, or Shane is saying that he has. It looked very, very terrible. So it's diminishing. So when you coming into a fight when you just said you don't have your legs, so one of your biggest tools is not your biggest tool anymore. It's a short party, bro. I see KO. You already convinced me. KO. But
bro, stay ready. Stay ready. I'll say this to you. As much as, and this is what people don't give Andrade credit for, as much as this dude, and I agree, this dude's legs is real poor at times in terms of keeping his body up, especially as the fight gets later on. What he does fantastically well is the fact that, bro, when his legs go, he relies a lot on his head movement, and he changes the levels fantastically. Like, there's sometimes this dude's literally almost underneath a dude at long range, like literally where he's got his legs so far apart and he's almost bent over, but you can't get.
So you telling me that leaning he do, he ain't gonna eat an uppercut from Charlo inside of 8 rounds? That's gonna dislocate his dentures. Man, that dude was leaning over. Bro, he was leaning over like he had to vomit from too much partying the night before, bro. He leaned over so much in this past fight, bro. That is a terrible thing to do.
You're not understanding. Look at the distance he does it at. He doesn't do it at a distance where you can land a shot. He doesn't do it at a distance you can land a shot. He doesn't do it up close. Go on, I'm
gonna holler at I'm cool with Demetrius Andrade, strength and conditioning coach. That's what cool dude. We talk all the time. I'm gonna try to line y'all up with an interview with him, man. And he can give y'all some insight on a lot of that. Cool, man. Tyreek, cool as fuck.
Yeah.
I would love to see y'all interview him. I didn't interview him once, you know what I'm saying, and I chop it up with him all the time. I'm gonna send him your Instagram and tell him to contact you.
That'll be love, because the thing is, stay ready. Like, it's weird with Andre, because like in so many ways his legs is great, but then in other ways it almost seemed like they're unstable. Like, you know what I mean? Like at times, like, and it don't be often. It's just at times it just seemed like they not steady. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
quick question for you, stay ready. Who got better legs, Andre or Rolly?
Yo, A-Block, man.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now, and this is for anybody listening. If anybody think Rolly has a chance in this fight, go ahead and hit my cash app. We can make a bet. I got 5,000 on tank.
Yo,
I'm
Rolly,
not joking.
Yo, you know the thing that's funny, man? Like, Coach, remember I did that video a while ago, vlog about Rolly, and Coach Bullet tried to come at me on the in the comment section and somebody else. Yeah, he ain't like what I was talking about with Rolly, man. I just think he's like, some guys have an awkward style and it benefits them, and some people just awkward just to be awkward. Like, I feel like he's just awkward just to be awkward. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He's awkward, but the problem, most fighters that's awkward, it's hard to hit. He's not hard to hit. He's not hard to hit at all. And he's so hittable.
Come on, Rolly.
his awkwardness doesn't make it hard for other fighters. He lost that fight against Martinez.
Oh
And, he
yeah.
lost that fight.
My man Vlog had a back end parlay that
They ready.
messed up.
I see a comment you put earlier in the chat. Yeah, I have to respond to it. You were saying how you when did Joshua become a gangbanger?
Yeah.
That's funny.
The reason why I find that so funny, yeah, is because I don't know what's going on in the UK, but a lot of these dudes are just turning into gangbangers all of a sudden. You see what happened with Anthony Yard and his trainer. I don't know if you saw that. Stay ready. But Jeff, you see what happened the other day in the press conference?
Nah, I ain't see it.
Man.
Where the dude was like, "Oh, I'm one step away from going back to the roads and going back to the streets." Have you not seen that?
Nah,
It's one of the funniest things. But I think AJ's just saying that because it's nice to hear and it's the right thing to say, but it's not.
Hey,
Tell them
stay
they
ready.
gotta watch how they speaking, because I'm gonna tell you, these guys. Hey, because I done seen him with blue rags and shit like that. He gotta stop that.
Oh, seriously? You seen him do that? That's serious.
Yeah.
Hey, stay ready.
He has to stop it.
I said earlier in the live, I said AJ picked up his nuts at the lost and found and shit. Like, yo, he just went out like a chump, man.
Can I say this? If he out here on that right now, only thing I can say that's he on his 6'9" right now. I ain't gonna lie. He on his 6'9" right now. That shit's bogus as fuck, bro. You can't buy your way into that life, my nigga. Now you could pay them niggas for security, but
that's a fact.
Come on, bro. Don't pick up the tendencies.
Hold on. Wait. I come from that life. You can get extorted and they gonna protect you because they protecting their money. They buying security from them now.
I mean, you know what I mean. I tried to put it.
You gonna get extorted.
I'm a double OG, so understand. You understand me? I was trying to put it politically correct. You feel me? So, but yeah, it's that way. Getting them pockets peeled. You know what I mean? No fly zone. Fees. It's fees.
Exactly.
You understand me? I did. I was just trying to. I was just trying to keep it. You know what I mean? ABC News. You feel me?
Hey, I'm gonna give it to you like God gave it to Moses, raw and uncut. You can pour it out like water. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. I don't know how the hell we got on Charlo and Andrew, but you know, that's always a good.
No,
that's
we were talking about 160.
Talk.
We were talking about 160.
Oh yeah, we was talking about 160.
Oh, you know how y'all got on Andre because y'all was speaking on Triple G, and I bet y'all speaking on Triple G because that Murata fight got announced today.
Yeah, and Triple G is he ice cold.
Triple
right
G
now.
is the biggest. What's the best words I can put it?
Hey, you said raw and uncut. You can pour it out. You said pour it out like water, baby.
I am. I'm trying to give it to you as disrespectful as I can because I'm trying. Yeah, fuck it. Triple G is the biggest fraud in boxing, period. It's nobody else bigger than him. We give this man all the credit in the world for fighting little guys, little dudes. When he actually fought somebody on his level, the 3 times that he fought somebody on his level, he almost lost. And he almost lost to a smaller fighter. He almost lost to Daniel Jacobs. The only reason they gave him that fight is because he dropped Daniel Jacobs early in that fight. Daniel Jacobs was winning that fight the second half of that fight. He won 6 out of 6 rounds for sure. Sergey Deverenchenko beat the brakes off of Triple G. I gave it to him 8-4. He beat the brakes off of Triple G.
Wow.
I even go back and watch that fight. Do you know he had Triple G running?
Oh no, he was on skates.
Hey, go back and look. I made a DuckTales video about Triple G. It's on my channel called DuckTales and played the DuckTales theme song on there while I was showing parts of that fight when he was running.
I mean that referee helped Golovkin up big time.
Man. Did you see where the referee got between them when Triple G started running? When he hit him in the body?
He hit him with that body shot.
That body shot.
Golovkin stepped away like it was an illegal punch or something, and the ref gave him time. I'm thinking, bro, that was That was more than legal. I don't know what he was thinking or what he was even doing at that point.
Yeah. Triple G almost lost to Kell Brook, who was a welterweight. This dude brought up welterweights. And when he was, and people talking about these 154, we got to remember when he was calling out Canelo wasn't a 160 pounder. He got the WBC title at 155 catch weight. He never was a 160 pounder. He and Triple G was calling him out and acting like Canelo was ducking him, but Canelo was a 154 pounder.
But bro, this is how you know this dude. You got to question Golovkin, because Golovkin's been at 160 his whole career. Like, you've seen dudes like Saunders and Canelo move up to 160 and 168 and stuff. He's literally just been at the same weight, just weight bullying his way through things. Like, not a big Golovkin fan.
You know what else I don't like, yo? Like, he stole a whole fan base.
Yes.
He stole a whole fan base. And that might be the one thing that I dislike out of
What do you mean he stole a fan base?
Because he went on this whole I'm Mexican style. I fight Mexican style. No, nigga, you a boxer. Nigga, you a boxer puncher. That's what you are.
First
you a
Russian in history to do it.
Yeah,
because Russian in history to do it.
He had Abel Sanchez.
Yeah, I just that's the part I didn't like. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't like that at all, man. Because I'm like, your style doesn't fit none of that. Like, it fits none of that at all. Like, you start everything off with the jab. Everything off with the jab. You know what I'm saying? Mexican style ain't starting everything off with the jab. Like, that's just, you fight smart. Like, you a power puncher that fight smart. I love his style. Don't get me wrong. I love his style. But I'm like, he stole a whole fan base. A whole fan base.
Hey, while I got the Houston homie in the building, can I ask a quick question of the boy? You still with us? Stay ready.
I'm right here chilling.
Okay, hey, check this out, bro. Answer me a question, man. What's going on with PBC, man? Why they got Prince? Why they got that Prince fight on the prelims, bro?
Bro, I'll be honest with you. Don't ask me nothing about PBC. I don't give a damn about him.
Bro, that shit hella disrespectful. You got a 10-round fight on the undercard.
I'm gonna tell you. The PBC
with 6 rounders on the main card.
The PBC was already in question and pissed me off a while back, but I kept rocking with him. I still rock with Sam Watson. That's Uncle. That's the homie. I love him. You know what I'm saying? But that Juneteenth card that y'all pulled here in Houston pissed me off so bad, bro. And y'all ain't did nothing to rectify that yet. Y'all give Mexicans a complete holiday where you get all these fights on Cinco de Mayo, on Mexican Independence Day. We get one black holiday and the whole card full of vatos. Yeah, man, what the fuck? Yeah. One blackhead on the entire card. We right here in Houston, Texas. Do you know how many black fighters are here in Houston? It didn't even have to be just black fighters. You didn't even give nobody else from Houston on that card, but y'all.
Look, yeah.
That's
actually, you know what? So much. Hey, bro, you know what?
And I was mad I'm mad at y'all about it too, so. But I'm really pissed off at PBC because TGB y'all the one put that card on. Y'all matchmakers could have been reaching out to other fighters.
So who you messing with now, Steve? Ready? Because I know like a lot of, I don't know how it is the temperature, the right word in America when it comes since the Wilder stuff. I know a lot of channels, they've kind of stepped back from the whole PBC, and
I stepped back from PBC almost. It's been a while since about March.
I didn't get your opinion on this. Who you had winning the Charlo Castano fight?
I thought it was a.
You thought it was a draw?
I thought it was a draw. I actually scored it a draw, 100% a draw, and it's crazy because I'm sitting there. I was at my mentor house, and everybody was sitting there, and I told everybody, I said, this fight is a draw. And they were like, no, I think Charlo edged it out. I said, nah, bro, this fight is a draw. I said, and the crazy part about it, Charlo was winning rounds, but he was letting Castano steal him at the end when he was just going off on those spurts.
Yeah.
All he had to do was just stay away from the spurts. You kept getting on the ropes. I didn't like the way he fought on the ropes. That was irritating me. I'm like, why are you going backwards? You're not. Derrick James don't even teach you to go backwards.
Yeah.
Ryan Martin don't go backwards. Burley don't go backwards. Earl don't go backwards. Adrian Monroe. Monteru Taylor don't go backwards. You the only fighter that he got that's going backwards, and you didn't learn that from Ronnie Shields. So why are you going backwards?
Yeah,
You don't know
I
how to
ain't
fight
Shane,
on
really
your back.
Shane,
understand that.
hey, we did a live. How did I score it?
You scored it 1 round to Charlo.
I
I
had
completely.
Charlo winning.
You had Charlo winning.
When I
Yeah.
watched it live, me and Blunt both had 1 round to Charlo, but it's very hard to do a live, as Blunt will tell you, and watch a fight is very difficult. But when I watched it back, I had it a draw.
Yeah, when you watch it, the only reason is because Castano was winning the fight at the end of the round. And then he had some rounds that he clearly won. Like, he clearly won some, but a lot of those rounds he was winning in the end. And I'm going to tell you, being live at fights and sitting next to judges and sitting right there on ringside, I understand how those type of moments sway a judge's decision.
They need to
So,
be elevated too, bro.
honestly, they do, but they don't. Because if man, go sit ringside, like literally right on the ring beside a judge, and you will see what I mean. They see everything.
No,
And
but
they
Well, the thing
actually
is,
have when you lift them up, they see those illegal punches. They see those jab punches. They see those rabbit punches. They also see when they're tied up and those punches when you elevate them. I don't know if it's
yeah,
gonna look the same.
but all angles ain't the same
no,
ringside
that's
though.
what I was gonna
Stay
say,
ready.
Jay. Because when a dude's in a corner, like when a dude's in a corner, let's say in the opposite corner, like a few times Charlo was in the corner. If Charlo lands a real good shot, it's very difficult to see because Castano's back will be obscuring your vision,
Yeah.
and it depends on where you are in the ring. I personally believe, and this is me being, and I know this is mad controversial because I've said it before. I personally believe that refs should actually be in an isolated booth where they can actually see footage as well. Because I think judges actually get influenced by crowd as well. I've seen judges score rounds purely and simply based on crowd making noise and not on what is actually happening in the ring.
Yeah,
Well,
I
that
listen.
first of all, the problem is the people that judge the fight don't have the intellect a lot of the times. They you know what I mean? I mean, it's just too random. You understand? When you got the commissioner's wife judging the fight, and it's not something that she regularly does. Like, what the? Okay, so I'm just saying, bro.
I'm gonna be
That's
honest
the
with you.
problem too.
A lot of the commission that I've met sitting ringside around a lot of these fights, even in Philly when I was up there with
Yeah,
at that fight, I met a lot of those officials, man. And y'all got to think, being an official, you see the same judge you see in the ring, reffing the fights, is the same ones that's sitting down judging the fights. They
yeah,
rotate throughout the entire fight, so that's what you're getting. You also getting officials that's in the back with them, walking them out. They're in the corner watching them. Like these are the officials that y'all see. It might not feel like they're refereeing. They're judging the fights because you're hearing the names called out, but you don't realize that y'all seeing these judges go up there, so they know if they're judging the fight. Oh, they probably was in the ring earlier with a match. They know what they're doing. They do know what they're doing, but they also know how to cheat these fighters too. Because I've
that's a
watched
fact.
fighters. I
That
mean, literally watched fighters get cheat in person, and that shit. I watched the crowd. Even if this is what's crazy. Hometown kid wins the fight, but the judge cheats and give him the fight, and the dude that's from out of town, you even hear the crowd reaction booing because they didn't like the way they just cheated this kid. Because at the end of the day, they still kids coming up in these pros, and
Yeah,
man, it could get crazy at a lot of these fights, man.
yeah. It's I mean, it can get ugly. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't get
Um,
your opinion on Fury versus Wilder, and I quite.
we never talked to you about. We never talked to you about that.
Greatest fight of this decade,
I would say the whole trilogy is like top
bro.
three.
We have not had a fight like that since the late 90s.
Yeah, we
Matter
said
of
that
fact,
too.
no,
We said
matter of
that
fact, the
too.
last fight we had like that was 04. Lennox Lewis and Klitschko. That was the last.
And actually, that one Wilder
I
Fury was better than that.
I think Wilder
It
Fury was
was.
better than that.
It was, but I'm just saying the last action-packed fight we've had
Oh yeah,
was that one.
yeah.
And I do think Wilder Fury was better than that. I think Wilder Fury of this millennium since 2000, that's the best fight we done had. Period.
Nah,
Yeah,
bro,
that fight was insane, bro. Like
this is how you know it was a great fight. Me, I'm rooting for Wilder. I had Quinn. I'm watching the fight with Quinn Randall, boxing.
Yeah.
Y'all know who.
I know
Me
Quinn
and him
Randall.
sitting there watching the fight together. Quinn going for Fury. I'm going for Wilder. We both on the edge of our seats. He worried Fury finna get knocked out. I'm worried something wrong with Wilder and he finna get knocked out. Like we both like sitting there like, man, what the fuck going on? Then like
Bro.
that, we were stuck into the bro. I ain't never just focused just on that fight the way I was. Most of the time, I'm looking for any and everything. I'm looking for advantages somebody has. I was enjoying this fight as a fan, bro.
Yeah. What's next for Wilder? What's next for Wilder?
Keep working on the style that he just brought into his camp, the new style that he's trying out to actually boxing, going to the body. Keep working on it. Get better at your craft. Come back. You still number one, so you still can fight people like Otto Wilder. You can still fight Dillian White. You got these new up and coming fighters that's coming to the game. You still got a chance to knock Big Baby. He trying to come back. Tell Big Baby you'll be his tune-up fight. You know?
Hell no.
Big Baby,
I never want to see that dude fight.
I gotta reach out to Kevin.
Talking shit, so
I gotta reach out to Kevin Cunningham, man. I haven't done it yet. I gotta reach out to him, man. I need the behind the scenes on what had to happen for him to take that project on.
With Big Baby?
Yeah.
You know what's funny, man? When Big Baby signed with Jay Prince, he was gonna be here in Houston and training with Coach K. And I was looking forward to it because I was gonna be up there because I'm always up there. Like I'm always at that gym with Coach K and them. And I was looking forward to actually sitting down and talking to Big Baby. And when he popped dirty again, it hurt me because I actually think he was the goods, and I think he was gonna be a problem in the sport. Coming up, like I really think he was the goods to be so big.
Hey, stay ready. I said, hey, listen, man. I told him, I said, I don't do drug testing on G5 Jeff TV. He could have came work for me. he could have came work for us, man. But hey, man, vlog be smoking all the time. I mean, this, you know what I'm saying? We he can do what he want over here, man.
I'm looking forward to go Texas. I'm looking forward to go Texas.
Hey,
man, y'all come down here. I'm taking y'all to 2 gyms for sure. I'm telling you right now, I'm taking you to Jay Prince Boxing Gym. I'm taking you over there. Y'all got to meet Brian Jennings and Big Baby Anderson. I got to introduce Shane to Team USA with Darius Fulgham, Keyshawn Davis.
Keyshawn is nice.
Tiger Johnson, all them boys, man. I got to introduce you to them because these are the motherfuckers that's going to take this game of boxing on. Kenneth Sims, Anton Cobb. Who made Sports Center? Anton Cobb just made Sports Center this past weekend on his debut.
That knockout was insane. That knockout was insane.
This is the difference between America. America is so big. Every state has their own pockets when it comes to like talent. You know,
they do.
It's just impressive. It's just real impressive.
Y'all got it over there too. Y'all just too close to each other to appreciate it.
It's nice. Maybe Europe on a whole, but the UK is very, very small. And boxing's a big sport, but at the same time, we just keep things too in-house. We don't go out of our comfort zone to learn our trade, and that's the problem. A lot of these dudes be staying, and they get rich too quick. A lot of these dudes get rich real quick, man, and it really affects the progression. You know, like dudes are getting rich before they've even had British title fights. They're rich. Like dudes like Josh Kelly and Anthony Yard, they're selling out 20,000, 30,000, and they ain't even had a title fight. They're
it's
making
hard.
way too much. It's hard
Yeah,
to get motivation when you're already rich.
especially a guy like Josh Kelly. Like he should have
Yeah.
been in the States like 3 years ago.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, this is what I say
And
about the UK fighters, because y'all have talent. But a problem with a lot of the UK fighters, and I see it with a lot of y'all, a lot of y'all fighters is y'all have the boxing skills. Like the skills is there, the sweet science is there, but a lot of them don't have the head movement that they need. And when you see the fighters like Fury come out of there, they anomalies. And
Yeah.
I would love, like, no bullshit, I love fighters like Daniel Dubois and Joe Joyce. And and I'll be telling myself, I'm like, all they got to do is put some subtle head movement in their game, and they're more dangerous than they already are.
Yeah, because they
Same
both
thing with Josh
statues.
Taylor.
They both statues, man.
Josh
My
Right.
Taylor
God.
is quick, but the
Bro.
moment he come up with somebody who's quick and hit hard like him, he's gonna be it's gonna be a
Bro.
problem. That's why I don't
And
think he needs to fight Terrence Crawford.
yo, hey, stay
so what?
ready.
So
And
Go ahead,
Josh
quick
Flo.
Taylor is
question for the
cold. I
panel,
love Josh
Jeff.
Taylor.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Answer me this. Now we know what UK fighters do, and we seen that fault with AJ. Can that be fixed before this second fight? Will he show
No,
head movement?
you can't fix you. No, so I say this all the time. You can't fix stylistic problems in one fight. I mean, in one
One
camp.
camp. One
You
camp.
can't
Even
do it.
something as subtle as head movement, even if
No,
As
something just as subtle as
because
head movement.
you know why you can't fix it. AJ's in his 30s, and that's number one. He already made it a
habit.
a habit.
yeah. And it's
You have
and
to.
on a vlog. Let me add on to that, brother. Take a guy like Josh Kelly, right? And Shane, you know I say this all the time. If you don't know Josh Kelly, you would think his head movement is amazing. But if you actually pay attention to it, he do the same
It's
head
terrible.
movement he do at the gym.
It's
It's
scripted.
scripted.
Yeah.
It's scripted. It's
Yeah.
not based off the shots
Hey,
that's coming.
I
It's
swear to God,
scripted.
I was just about to say that shit. Josh Kelly's head movement
Yeah.
is scripted
It's scripted. It's
because
all
Yeah.
scripted.
Yeah. His
the
Philly
thing
shell
is,
is terrible.
he shouldn't, and that's that. Oh man, I don't think you should do the Philly shell unless you actually have somebody there that actually is great with the Philly shell to
Yo,
teach.
you know who had the worst Philly shell, yo?
Adrian Brown.
Nah. Andre Berto.
Nope, that's
Remember
a
he
lie.
tried that.
That's
Remember
a
he
lie.
tried that.
That's a
Remember
lie.
he tried that against. Go ahead.
The worst Philly show was Robert Helenius versus Adam Kaunaki. How?
Yo, it worked. It worked. It worked, yo. Kaunecki ain't land a shot, yo. He was doing pull counters and all that, man.
Literally.
Listen. Berto started out with the shoulder roll, man. How you get clipped in the first round with the overhand right? Like off the shoulder roll, like in the first round, I'm like, bro, like, and he just looked uncomfortable. Like he looked like he had to take a shit. That's how he looked. Like he was just standing up, like it just looked crazy. You know what I'm
That
saying?
shit was
But
terrible, bro.
yeah, that shoulder roll ain't for everybody, man. You gotta have the legs for that too, man. You gotta have the legs for it.
But stay ready. You see the problem. You see what you just said when you spoke about the Texas gyms, and you're talking about how there's all of those live dogs in the same gym, and they're working together, they're training together. Those dudes are hungry. They're hungry. Like the different. And when I went to Philadelphia, like Paul Crow, he was hungry. Boots, everybody in that gym's hungry. The difference is, bro, the vibe in the UK gym is so different. Like a lot of these dudes who are touted highly, like the Dubois that you were mentioning, like the Anthony Yard who was supposed to be something, like Josh Kelly, they're not as hungry anymore because they be rolling to training with a brand new Range Rover. Bro, they're rich, so they don't need to work on their craft because they already made it in their eyes. Do you see my point?
Silk sheets, man. Them silk
That's a
sheets.
big problem, bro. Big problem.
Yeah, them silk sheets will do it to
Them
you,
niggas
man.
over there wearing satin panties. Take them satin panties off, nigga. Put your boxers on, baby. It's time to go to work.
That's a fact. Yo, it's about like 40 comments, and I ain't gonna lie, I ain't getting to none of them. I ain't going for.
Yeah, bro. I got to slide up out of here
40,
anyway.
Me as well.
I'm
Me
closing.
as well.
Hey, stay ready, man. I'm gonna get with you, bro. Actually, I gotta hit you up anyway, man. I gotta lose some LBs, man. I see you be on your meal prep thing, man. So I gotta get with you.
Oh yeah, man. Look, you see, I just got out the gym, man. I'm just finally starting to get back in the gym strong.
I was just in the gym. What's it? Wednesday. I was just in the gym Monday.
I got Chop gonna help me get some of this weight off of me.
Chop. Hey man, chop, man. Still working, man. Still working, man.
Yeah.
Did y'all see the interview I did with him and Cornell last week?
Yeah.
Nah,
I seen
Yeah. I seen a clip on IG.
I seen that.
I seen a clip on IG.
Man,
Hey, man.
I'm not gonna. That's the second interview I had with Chop. Every time I have an interview with Chop, he give me one. And
yeah, Chop good. Yeah, Chop good people, man. Like,
what you weighing now? Like 260, 250?
Oh, me? Nah, I'm at 297, bro.
Two what?
297, but you can't tell.
Oh, that's crazy.
How
damn.
tall are you?
I'm 6 foot.
Oh, fair enough.
But I'm solid as shit. So most people don't see the extra weight. I see it because I can see my stomach sticking out. So I got to get this shit down. I'm trying to get down to 230 extra. I want to get
That's
more.
Crazy. I'm at 240. I
don't even want to tell you my weights, bro. My weights are real low right now.
I look like I just got out the penitentiary.
Shane can fight Lomachenko right now.
Easily. With no rehydration
right
neither.
And he tall, stay ready. He like my height. He actually taller than me. He like 6 foot, ain't you? He like 6 foot?
I'm 5'10", but
he's 5'10". I'm 5'10", 5'11". Yeah, we the same height.
We're about the same height, but I'm just real light. Like it's real light.
It's crazy. I hold on for the people that's in the chat, yo. Burt Wood, Brendan Jackson, Conrad, Dwayne Sewell, like Will Stokes, Low Blow Champ, all you guys, man. Listen, I apologize. I can't get to all them comments, man.
We didn't even get to AJ today.
We didn't even get to AJ, man. Like, so we'll get to AJ tomorrow. We're gonna get we'll get the boots. We'll get the boots into Lorme tomorrow, man. But stay ready. Give them your social media, brother.
The paid
man, y'all Google me. Stay Ready Boxing TV. I'll pop up. All my social medias will pop up. Y'all need to get them algorithms up. Because the more y'all Google me, the more the computer recognizes me.
Absolutely.
Y'all start telling people to Google y'all. That way, type in your whole name. Eventually, when they start typing in the first 4 letters, you'll pop up and it'll mess with that algorithm.
All right. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's my guy. Stay Ready
TV.
Stay Ready Boxing TV, man. That's family inside and outside the ring, man. That's my guy, man. Hey, man, I'm gonna get with you, bro.
I'm always trying to get the science from Stay Ready on Instagram all the time. I'm messaging him on Instagram or on his posts and stuff all the time.
That's my guy right there, man. We hitting out Texas, man. You know what I'm saying? That shit gonna be crazy.
Be out there soon.
Let me know when.
Yes, sir.
That's what's up,
all right, man.
So I can go ahead and take off.
Okay. All right, Stay Ready. We're gonna get with you, baby.
All right, bro.
All right, y'all.
That actually might be the first time a full G5 Jeff TV link up might happen in Texas with all 3 of us. That actually might happen.
That's
oh yeah, I'll be there.
I'll
be there front and center.
Be the place to happen.
Probably because the next place I'm going to in America is probably going to be Texas.
Yeah, so we gotta hit Texas up, man. Stay ready, man. Great content, man. As you can hear, he's well connected. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's well connected. Yo, we didn't know what this live was gonna be doing. Like, we to be honest with you, we really don't be knowing. Like, you know what I'm saying? We really don't be knowing, man. We just set it up and just get on here and chop game, man. But this one was a great one, man. BoxingFirst Vlog, give me your social media, baby.
Boxing #1 ST Vlog on IG, BoxingFirst Vlog on Twitter, BoxingFirst Vlog as you see it on your screen on YouTube, man. Look me up, man. I got some fresh workout. I got a fresh article out on G5JeffTV.com. Go give that a read. Appreciate that. Other than that, man, we just here, we working. You understand? We doing it for the love of boxing. That's all. You know?
Absolutely, and it's on Google News. You can find it on Google News as well.
Oh yeah,
You know
Google me.
There's an easy way of doing this as well. Like for those who don't know, literally, you could easily just get the Google News. You can get G5 Jeff TV on your phone from Google News. So anything that we do as a notification just
It's
be pop
gonna
up.
pop
It's
up.
already on my phone already. I can literally show you. It's very
Yeah.
straightforward. Just pin it to your wallpaper.
Just pin it, and it's right there, man. BoxingFirst Vlog article right in front of your face. You know what I'm saying? Shane, give me your social media, player.
I_am1 the number. I_am Shane the number one.
We gonna let that slide because we know it's like 2 a.m. out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm all over the place, man. G5 Jeff TV, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, G5JeffTV.com. Definitely go subscribe to there. We doing big things, man. We're content creators, we're writers, influencers. You understand what I'm saying? And we in the trenches. You know what I'm saying? Like we in the trenches, you know, for sure, man. But big shout out to everybody that was in the chat, man. Like I said, it was about a good 40 comments I ain't get to. I do apologize for that, but sometimes when it's popping, man, it's popping. Like, you know what I'm saying? But
Exactly.
but for as many comments as y'all leave, man, what y'all need to be sending is send me the link. That's what y'all need to be saying. Send me the link. Y'all can save y'all fingertips and y'all can just get on the show and just talk y'all shit. You know what I'm saying? We trying to get y'all to
You
get
guys
on
like
here.
typing. You guys
Y'all love typing, man. Like, y'all need to get on here and talk this shit, man. And it ain't even no smoke, y'all family. It ain't even no smoke. Unless it's Will. Like, Will get on here. But I know Will and Shane gonna go at it. But
fact.
really outside of that, man, there ain't really no smoke going on, man. It's, you know, it's pretty safe.
No,
over
there was
here.
one time when Beams came on and Blunt had to slap them glasses off.
Yo, Beams glasses
But
was the
you know,
same
we
color
still
as his
packing them,
headphones.
so you understand what I'm talking about? The
Will
OG still
ahead.
got some hit rocks for you, so just saying. Don't
Will
sleep
still
on these
ahead.
grades, pimping.
Conrad said, "Have a good night. Love the boxing psychology talk." By the way, hey man, we try to bring it from all angles, man.
Appreciate you.
Hey man, we appreciate you, man. But listen, man, on behalf of BoxingFirst Vlog, aka the General, aka Blunt Bayless, VP Shane, aka Shane Ibiabuchi, and G5 Jeff TV,
By the way, I
aka
resent that name. I resent that name. I
you
resent
resent
that
that?
name.
Hold
Bro,
on.
I spoke about I can be a Bucci one time in book in
You
this entire.
you was very
You've done
adamant.
like
You was
100
adamant.
Shane, you were emphatic in that one time.
I've done 100 lives and I spoke about I be a Bucci once.
Do you know
And
what you said?
I got it. I got his new tag. That's Shane Usyk Ibiabuchi.
Yo, hold on. Dwayne Sewell said Will versus Shane on pay-per-view. Yeah, get the cash apps going, man. We can definitely make that happen. Will said, "Let's go, Shane. Let's go."
Will is like 180 pounds, bro. That is
pay-per-view easy.
Catch weight. We'll fight at catch weight. If Will can make 147, we'll fight.
Okay, oh man, well, it probably ain't gonna be no fight then, man.
That man,
The dude's
got cancer now.
and 180 pounds. That is a massive weight advantage.
Yeah. Shane throwing punches with Cool Boy Steph in them right now, man.
But it was cool for Wilder though. It was cool for Wilder. Okay.
He fought King Kong.
Man, I'm just saying. It was a weight advantage. All I heard was weight advantage. It was okay.
King Kong with head movement. He fought King Kong with head movement, bro.
You ain't nobody ain't putting Brandon Figueroa in there with Beterbiev, are they?
That's funny. That's funny.
That's what's up. Yeah, let me get out of here, bro.
Man, listen, on behalf of BoxingFirst Vlog, man, VP Shane, your boy G5 Jeff TV. This was episode 15 of the Goodfellas podcast, man. We are out.